Okay, people, what's up? We are live. Fuck yeah, I'm happy to be back. How are you, people? Yeah, just starting the week, right? Good vibes and shit. Let's keep working on this cool ass game called Spaceman Memories. I already see my friend Matt Bird's Quest on Twitch. What's up, Matt? Thank you for being here, dude. Appreciate it. How are you? How's life? How was your Monday? How's the start of the week, my friend? Mine has been good, by the way. Not that you asked, right? But mine has been good. A bit of a crazy day today, but having a lot of fun. What about you or anyone else watching? Let me know in chat. What are you doing? What are you working on today? Let's start working here. So yesterday we were working. Let's just remember where we were yesterday. And I'm gonna work on something different today that I was meaning to work last week and I didn't, because I ended up working on all of this town. So I want to work today on a new model which I've been procrastinating for weeks or months. Yeah, I think fucking months. Yeah, so I want to work on the companion. It's not gonna be part of the party of the spaceman. It's gonna be like an AI companion that helps us with hints and shit, right? Like the fairies in Zelda, right? That's what I'm gonna do, because we're gonna have another character in the party, but not gonna work on that one today. I want to work on a robot that is like a hologram. Matt says, hi Punk, what's up, Matt? Thank you for being here, dude. Matt says, you're gonna revive when you die? Oh shit, dude, that is a deep question, existential question. I don't know, dude. No, I think if you die in the game. What about in real life? Do you think you could like revive if you die? Matt, how are you, dude? What are you working on today? How is life going? Okay, Matt says, what if you have a fairy? I don't think I would go for a fairy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a holographic, yeah, kind of robot. Yeah, to make it feel with go with the sci-fi vibes of the spaceman and shit. No, for this kind of game I wouldn't go with a fairy. Yeah, and it would be way too fucking obvious, I think. Yeah, Matt says, isn't what Zelda fairies do? Yeah, just a companion. It's just gonna be a companion that helps me with hints and shit, talks with me sometimes. Yeah, like an app. Yeah, those are fairies also, right? Yeah, yes, dude. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna work on today. I've been procrastinating that holographic robot for months now because I'm afraid of it, dude. I'm afraid of working on that one. Because I feel that I'm not gonna figure it out, but let's work on that one today. Yeah, so let's just check out what we were working on yesterday for the people just joining. If this is your first stream here, Matt says they are, but there are other companions like sword spirits and gremlins. Yeah, you are right, dude. But I'm gonna go with something that is like flying next to the spaceman in a holographic way, more technological sci-fi way. So a kind of a robotic hologram, something like that. Matt says, but generally Zelda fairies are heal items. Yeah, I'm gonna go with more like that companion for this one. I'm gonna have another character as part of the party, which is gonna be in some battles, not in all of them, but not gonna work on that one. I'm working today just in that companion. So remember the town people, the one that we've been working on these last few days, it's already looking really cool, right? Yeah, happy about the town. Awesome. We've got cool looking houses, gardens and shit. Good entrance to the shrine on the top of the hill. And the materials are working. Check it out. And we got a good looking forest in the back. Happy about this. Let's fucking go. Matt says, I really like the fairies in the DS. They also acted as the touchscreen cursor. Oh yeah, that's really interesting, dude. That is really interesting mechanic. Yeah, so I'm thinking about a companion, dude. I feel the spaceman is a bit too alone sometimes. So I think an AI companion, something like talks by itself, but it's like a holographic shit. That's what I'm gonna do today. So let's go and see. I'm just gonna fucking start in BlockBench. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking start in BlockBench. What about you, Matt? What are you working on today? Okay, people, so this is what we've been working on these last few days. If you were wondering, we've got a new town. We're gonna populate it later with the NPCs and everything. That's a thing for another day, but I'm happy about this. So let me just switch things up because it's a new week. Didn't want to like keep working on the same thing on a new week. I'm gonna keep working on this on my own time. Matt says, I'm imagining the companion from the new game Shadow Labyrinth. It's like a floating Pac-Man robot. Oh, let me check that out, dude. Yeah, let me check it out in Google. Let's see what you're talking about, Matt. Companion from Shadow Labyrinth. Is it this circle here? This like sphere? Is that the companion? That's the one you're talking about? Yeah, I can see the... Yeah, let's see if we can see it in a better way. Shadow Labyrinth. Yeah, gameplay. Let's see if we can see it on the gameplay. Yeah, I can see the sphere there. Is that the sphere is the one you're talking about? It's like a Pac-Man? Yeah, like a floating Pac-Man. Yeah, I can see the sphere. So I would have to see a bit of gameplay of this game. Yeah, Genki says he's nerdy, he's punk, he's dev. Let's fucking go. What the fuck is up, Genki? I knew this was gonna happen, dude. I knew it. I fucking knew it. So I just had it ready, Genki. So here it is, dude, for you. Wearing the Pikachu hat. There it is. Matt says, yeah, there's no gameplay. It's not out yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know about this game, dude. Oh, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck is happening? Oh, I was like, what? Where the fuck are the ears? It was... on the other fucking side. Yeah, just like the movie Inside Out, right, Genki? There it is, dude. I was feeling weird in the head when I was like moving the ears, and I was like, what the fuck is it moving on my skull? Yeah, so yeah, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Matt says, I had a meeting this morning about getting grant money. It didn't go bad, but it wasn't good. It's not no, but come back later. Oh, interesting, Matt. Oh, today is the grant day. I was applying for the Epic Mega Grant. Genki was also applying. Which kind of grant were you applying to, Matt? Genki says, is Pikachu your Furzona? No, no furries or anything like that, dude. No, it is not. It is not. It's just a hat, dude. There is no backstory for the hat. Genki says, did you apply for the Epic Mega Grant? 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, I applied. I'm a master procrastinator, dude. I always leave things to the last fucking minute. And as always, I did that. Matt says, it was a thing with starting a business from the New Zealand government. Oh, but it's for game development also, dude? Yeah, those kind of countries have grants. I've seen those grants in the US, in Canada, in Europe. Yeah, we do not have those kind of grants in the third world for game development or even business, dude. So if you can take advantage of it for anything, yeah, I would go for it, dude. Why do you think they're not gonna give you the money, Matt? What was your impression of the meeting? It's for a business. Oh, so other kind of business, right? Yeah, now we don't have any kind of grants in this third world country, so take advantage of that, dude. That is a good thing to have. I would really take advantage of it. So because you don't have a stable income. Oh shit, dude. That is such a paradox, right? They want you to have a stable income, and if you had it, why would the fuck would you be asking for the grant? Genki says, how are applications still open for Epic? What the fuck? For Epic, where, dude? It closes in 15 minutes, dude. It hasn't closed. Matt says, too much risk. Give it a few months and show progress. Okay. Okay, dude. Yeah. I understand. New Joker 6 says, hello, what's up, dude? How are you, New Joker 6? What are you working on today, my friend? Matt says, also early hours I submitted my entry to Ira Dev's Game Jam. Oh, fuck. Is it a web game, dude? Can I try it? Do you want me to try it? Let me know, dude. I could check it out. Keki says, oh, yeah, dude. The closing hour is in like 15 minutes for the Epic ones. Matt says it was. Okay, dude, so let me know if you want me to try the game. Sure, it's ugly. I vibe coded the whole thing. Dude, fuck it. Fuck it. Send it over. Do you want me to try it? Yeah. I don't care, dude, if it's ugly, if it's not ugly. I'm always looking to try games, especially if they are web games, which is really easy to try here, right? Yeah. Give me a sec, dude. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna give you access to posting links in the chat, so you don't have to go into the Discord. Give me just a second. Community roles manager. Okay. Okay, let me check out your username, dude. Matt Birds Quest. Okay, dude. Birds Quest. Okay. Give me a second, dude. Okay, man. I think you can post links now. Try it. Try to post links now. I enabled right now. It was after you posted that message. So try to post it again, dude. Yeah, let me know if it works. Okay, people. Okay, there it is. So let's check out what Matt Bird's Quest worked for this radial game jam, which I thought was fucking crazy, dude. I wouldn't even fucking know how to figure out a game with radial shed, dude. That was a crazy mechanic. That was a really crazy mechanic, and I've seen really cool games with it throughout on Twitch and shit. So let's see Matt's game, Matt's submission for the radial mechanic game jam. So, okay, dude, so let's click the tutorial. Hey there, I'm Jerry. Welcome to the generator station. We've got a bit of situation with our power supply. This generator is our lifeline, but it's running out of juice fast. Trust me, you don't want to be out there in the dark. Discover something strange. Zombies are attracted to rhythm and music, and with a little electrical engineering, I rigged the system. Okay. See that jittery ring? That's your hit zone. Okay. Zombies will approach from all directions. You need to hit them right when they reach that ring. Use the arrows or WASD to target that direction the zombie is coming from. Okay. Okay, let's fight against fucking zombies, dude. Let's do this shit. So for the people just joining, this is Matt's Bird's Quest submission for the radial stuff game jam. Okay, let's see. Matt says the tutorial broke itself. Oh shit, really, dude? You see that bug? Okay, dude, so it's just WASD, right? Or the arrows, right? Bug, not a feature. Okay. Okay, let's finish it. Yeah, it's broken, dude. It's broke. I'm gonna restart it, dude. I'm gonna restart it. Let's see if it works now. So start. I think this has music, right, dude? Why can't I listen to the music? Yeah, okay, let's start in easy. Okay, there it is. Just start. Oh, okay. There it is, the music. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, dude. I'm getting fucking cooked. Dude, I'm gonna... Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Dude, this game is fucking hard, man. Shit. Okay, let's wait for those motherfuckers. Dude, why do you send so much zombies in the easy mode? Dude, the easy mode is hard. Yeah, dude, let me try this again. Okay. Oh, it's inverted, dude. The W and the A are inverted, and the A and ST. Oh yeah, it's based off the MIDI. Okay, dude. Yeah, I am clicking W. So Matt, should the W be the red and the S should be the green, or not? Yeah, I think it's inverted. Yeah, it's inverted right now on my computer. Yeah, so when I press W, it's the green, and when I press S, it's the red. So this is gonna be hard, dude. I'm gonna try for one last time, but it's gonna be way too hard for me if it's inverted. I can figure it out later, but right now I think it would be way too hard. Let's try it again in beginner mode. Okay, so let's see if my brain can do this inverted. Ah, yeah, okay. I'm doing it inverted. Okay, let's try it. Let's try this shit. Okay, there it is. Oh, shit, dude. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm getting more progress now. I figure it out that it's inverted, so yeah, okay. So interesting, dude. Interesting. Based on the meaty shit. Yeah, interesting mechanic, dude. Really, really interesting mechanic. I hope that you win or you get into the first places of the game jam, dude. Interesting shit. Okay, there it is. So I made more progress this time, dude. Thank you for sharing, Matt. Thank you. Matt says think in that direction the zombies move from. Yeah, that's what I was doing, dude. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So yeah, dude. I hope that you can get a good place in the game jam. Thank you for sharing, Matt. Which engine is this one, Matt? Yeah, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Let me check out the chat. Let's see what's happening in chat. Matt says, totally not going to win, but I submitted, and that is the important thing. Yeah. That's the important thing, dude. Just having fun, right? Doing the process and shit. Yeah. New Joker 6, mind if I post a link of what I was doing today also from the game jam, dude? Is it also a web game? Matt says no engine, just JavaScript. Oh shit. Which model were you using for the vibe coding? New Joker, not a game? No. Okay, so yeah. Where did you post it? Oh, you were using Claude. Interesting, dude. How was Claude feeling for you with the vibe coding shit? Okay, New Joker 6, give me a sec, dude, so I can enable. Let me see if I am not out of roles. I think I'm out of roles right now, dude. Are you on the Discord, New Joker 6? Let me see, dude. Let me see if I can swap one. Yeah, if you're on the Discord, could you share the link on the Discord? Yeah, because there's a limit. Yeah, on the server. Yeah, it's better because Twitch has a limited number of roles, and I have to be swapping them and shit so people can post links. So please, could you post it on the Discord? Let me know when it's ready, and I'm gonna click it. Matt says Claude is smarter than GPT for sure, but I still prefer writing the code. Interesting, dude. Yeah, no, I have worked with Claude for a couple things. Yeah, but I don't use these models mostly because of blueprints. They get lost with blueprints. They have been getting better, but they still get a bit lost with the blueprints, and I'm using mostly blueprints. But yeah, one of these days I'll try to do something with them. So interesting, Matt. Good stuff. JavaScript. This was a game made with JavaScript with Claude as the model for the code. So New Joker 6, please let me know, dude, when it's ready on the Discord. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, what was I gonna do? Yeah, the robot, right? Yeah, let's go first into Pixel Basher. I'm thinking, yeah, let's go into Pixel Basher so I can start doing a couple ideas here for the texture of this. Okay, let me change this one to 16, the grid. Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, Matt says they don't get the blueprints well. They're much better with JavaScript or Python. Yes, because they were trained on GitHub and the whole fucking web and Stack Overflow, and blueprints are visual. They don't get it. They understand it in many ways, but they weren't trained well with the blueprints. That's why they get lost. New Joker 6 says not much today. Answer student questions and started making my own language for something to do. Mix between raw syntax and JavaScript simplicity. Oh shit. Can't do much. Only print and basic variable assignment with the let keyword. At the moment it generated into raw code and completed. This message goes with the post image in general. Okay, awesome. Let's go into general on the channel, on the server. So this is what New Joker Glitch, also known as Glitch Code, posted. You're working on your own language. Fuck, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. Dude, that is fucking crazy. Just learning Rust, C++, C, all of that shit is already very difficult, dude. Trying to do your own language, yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. So I hope this goes well, dude. Sounds very difficult, New Joker 6. Sounds really, really difficult what you're gonna be working on, dude. Why do you want to make your own language, New Joker 6? Thank you for sharing, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, what? Let's talk about this. Genki says Claude is smarter than base GPT-4, 01 and 4.5 destroy Claude in my personal experience. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't been using them for coding or anything. I've been using Grok because I pay for Twitter Premium, right? Because I get more rich on the account, and I can use Grok. And sometimes I also use ChatGPT. Janmal says I'll stick to notes for now. Yes, dude, I'm gonna stick to notes for now. Yeah, that's why I'm asking you, Joker 6. Dude, just learning C++ will already, or Rust will already be way too fucking difficult for me. I couldn't even imagine making my own language. Genki says Twitter Premium helps with rich. Yes, Genki, you should start paying for that shit. Yeah, it's just $8, dude. Pay it on the web, not on the app. Also, do it on your computer. And yes, dude, that shit works with the rich. Yeah, it really pushes you. New Joker says partially as just something to do, like the OS kernel I made a few years ago with C++ and assembly. Yes, dude. C++, assembly and shit. Sorry, those are very, very interesting things to me, dude. Because they are so fucking difficult. I don't even know how the fuck they work, dude. And I would really like to understand more about low level shit, dude. Yeah, for fucking sure. So if you can, dude, if you have the knowledge, do it, dude. Do it. Don't worry, dude. Learning retro computing, learning systems engineering is something that is really cool. That is one of the things that I would really like to learn in the next 10 years, dude. Yeah, so if you can do it, dude, go for it. Sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, give me a sec here so I can see some ideas. Okay, let me start here. Let's start here. So I'm gonna work on a robot companion today. That's what I'm gonna figure it out. Physics says, yo, what's up, Physics? What's up, my friend? Dude, I answered to you yesterday in the chat, and you went away, and I was like, where the fuck is Physics? So how are you, Physics? The Joker 6, it'll be fine, never touching ASM again. Oh shit. Why, dude? Assembly is like way too fucking crazy. Which type of assembly have you tried to learn, New Joker 6? There's like several versions, right? There's one like MIPS and there's another one. So which one are you trying to learn? Physics says I fell asleep. Sorry. Shit, dude. Were you like cooked from the weekend? Were you like partying in the weekend? That's why you fell asleep. So you finally finished the taxes. Oh shit, dude. It really seemed like a lot of work, dude. So I'm happy for you that you finished the taxes. Crazy shit, dude. Crazy shit. So thank you for being here, dude. What are you working on today if you finish the taxes? Okay, let's start here. I'm just gonna start putting ideas around to see how we can start with a robot. Yeah, I don't even know how the fuck am I gonna approach this one. How the fuck am I gonna like make this work? Let's see what we can use around here. Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very simple AI robot companion. Physics says on YouTube it was a lot this year. 18 different sources of income and had a bunch of deductions I needed to account for. Yeah, dude, that sounds like a lot of fucking work. Holy shit, dude. A lot of work. You're a crazy person, Physics. You're a crazy person doing all of these taxes by yourself, dude. I would be fucking afraid, dude, of doing a mistake and then getting a fucking fine by the IRS. Shit. Yeah, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna place a couple of those so I can think about heads for the robot. That's what I'm trying to find out right now. Okay, what about this one? Ah, yeah, interesting. Yeah. So, New Joker 6, dude, I hope that your new language goes really well. Matt, what are you gonna work after the game jam now? Yankee, what are you working on today? Okay, let's just grab a couple of these ones. And let's turn them into a face, into a robot face. We will see. We will see if these things work or not. Or if not, I'm gonna go with another idea. Okay, this one also. Nah, that one's way too simple. Yeah, this one could be. Let's see. This success on YouTube. Nah, the fine shouldn't be that big. It's only a fine on the difference, and it's an interest fine of like 5% a year, which won't be a lot. Okay, dude. So you're like no fucks given with the IRS. Okay, dude. I think you're a smart person. I don't think you're not gonna get any type of fine. I think you did the taxes well. You seem to be the kind of person that sits down and tries to do it in the correct way, right? Yes, but I hope everything goes well, dude. What are you gonna do now with your new free time? Okay, awesome. We've got a couple ideas, sir, so we can start with faces of this shit. Let's see how we can turn these ones into faces. Okay, eyes. Let me see eyes, dude. So eyes would be something. Do we have a rounded? Yeah, this one. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this one I'm looking for. Yeah, I may have to make this ones bigger. So let's make all of these ones bigger. Okay, I'm gonna move all of this around here. Let's start with one first. Yeah, we can figure it out the others. Gonna have this one here. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Let's start with this shit. Coffee stream without a message. What the fuck, dude? Half an hour already. Holy shit, time went flying. Good vibes. The good vibes make time go flying very quickly. Big success on YouTube. I got a bunch of home projects I need to do. I have to add a soil and wood chips to the chicken run before hurricane season starts. I need to paint the house, and I need to caulk the sinks. Yeah. Yes, dude. Gotta take care of the house before hurricane season, right? You told me yesterday about the chicken stuff. No, the day before yesterday, I think. Yeah. So I hope the chickens are alive after the hurricane season, dude, so you can keep getting the good eggs. Okay, dude, enjoy your new free time, not doing the taxes and shit. I was talking with a friend today, and she told me in the US you do not get free time in Easter like in Latin America. In Latin America, it's a big holiday. Everybody has free time. Yeah, so it's a holiday right now here in Latin America. Okay, let's try to brightness. Yeah, what would be let's try this one a bit brighter. Yeah, okay. Let's see how we make this shit work. I'm thinking about blue eyes. Yeah, I'm thinking about blue eyes and shit. Yeah. Okay, which other colors could we do for the body of the head? This is just the head of the robot. It's not gonna have a body, it's just gonna be the head. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be very simple. Nothing fancy. Yeah. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's duplicate this one. Yeah, let's move it to the back. Yeah, check it out. Okay, physics says there's no mandatory time off in the US. My company gives 10 extra days off for people to use as they wish. US is very mixed, so not everyone celebrates the same holidays. Yes, very different cultures, right? So Easter isn't like that big like in Latin America. Yeah, here everybody gets the same holidays, dude, because everybody is either Catholic or Protestant, and there are other religions, but in a very small way in Latin America. So most of the holidays that are religious are related with Christianism. Yeah. Yeah, but I get it about the US, dude. Okay, let's change this color. Which color would this shit be? Yeah, thinking a bit of darker bluish, right? Oh no, what the fuck happened? Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, let's skip. Let's keep trying this. Oh yeah, that one. Let's try this one. Yeah, I like these tones. I like these tones. Awesome. Okay, let me check out the chat. Okay, no new messages in chat. Yeah. Could we add like a mouth? Does it make sense to add a mouth? Yeah, let me think about it if it makes sense to add a mouth. Okay. Let me check out something here. Yeah, no, it seems like better without mouth or maybe let's see. Let's see how we could do a small cute mouth. It has to look cute. Nah, that one doesn't look cute. I think I'm gonna paint that one in Aseprite when I bring the whole thing into Aseprite. What else could we add here? Okay, let me duplicate this one to this other side. So this is gonna be the front facing shit of this. This is gonna be the side. What are we gonna have on the side? Yeah, let me think about this. I'm doing a robot here, people. It doesn't look like it, but it's gonna look like it. You know the drill, right? You know the drill. Maybe we could add some ears to make it look cute. Yeah, I'm thinking ears. I am thinking about Chappie. Have you seen Chappie the movie? I like Chappie, dude. And I think that is a good reference for robots. Yeah, Chappie's cool. Okay, let me add a couple gradients here. Yeah, let's make this one brightness darker. Let's reduce the opacity. Should we add a bit of like dirt to all of the thing? Yeah, let's bring this one to the back. I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look stupid. Let's bring this one to the back and shit. No, not that one, dude. Okay, let me see the layers. Yo, chat, where are you people? Let's keep talking. Yo, so physics, yeah, dude. Yeah, I get it about the holidays and shit. Very different cultures in every country. Physics says, I saw that movie. The actors are from a band called Die Antwoord. I love their music and music videos. I also love those motherfuckers, dude. Crazy motherfuckers from South Africa, right? Oh shit, those are crazy people, dude. But I love their vibe. Yeah, I love Chappie, dude. I really like Chappie. And it really touched on several topics that we are seeing now happening, dude, and we are gonna see happen in the future. It really imagined well many things about the future. Yes, dude, that is a good director, the one from Chappie. I think he's from South Africa also. That's why he went with the South African actors. Neil Blanc, I think it's the name. Okay, let's do the ears. Yeah, this could be the ear. Dude, I'm gonna go with the first fucking idea here because it already looks interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's apply this one, move this one to the back. Let's apply that one to the whole thing. This is the gradient. Let me find this one. Okay, people, I'm gonna start modeling and I'm gonna be going back and forth doing shit, doing ideas to see which would be the best version of this. Okay, let me read the chat. Physics says, did you ever see that evil boy video? My wife says that's how big I am. No, I didn't. Genki says Crocotile. Nah, I'm gonna go with BlockBench. No, 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 yes, you're right, Genki. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. I'm gonna go with Crocotile. Yes, yes, yes. For or a mix of both, dude. Or a mix of both. Yeah, let's see. Because I'm thinking about a bit of complex geometries and shit. Who fucking knows, dude? Who fucking knows? Let's figure this shit out. Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure it out. Let's export the image. So, Genki, what are you working on right now? Physics, yeah. What is this Evil Boy video about? Do you want me to check it out? To see how big you are? Let me know, dude. I don't want to be an asshole and go and check out the video and laugh at you like your wife is laughing at you. So you gotta like approve me to watch the video and imagine you as the guy from the video. Okay, props. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one in props. This one's gonna be AI companion. Okay, ref AI companion 01. Genki says, I'm working on sitting on the couch. I probably did 60 hours of working on the game last week. That is a good thing to do, my friend. Really makes sense. Enjoy your free time. Enjoy it, dude. What do you have for food today, Genki? Physics says, watch the last 5 seconds of Evil Boy video. Okay, dude, let me go and try and find it out. Okay, let's see how big you are, dude. Let's see how big you are. It's by Die Antwoord. The yeah. Oh yeah, I found it. Let me see the last 5 seconds of the video, dude. Okay, let's hope that it's not that like way too fucking crazy, dude, cause these videos are crazy. Oh shit, dude. I'm seeing it on the other monitor. I don't know. Yes, I'm not gonna stream it. Yeah, I saw it. So Slow says, yo, on Twitch, what's up, So Slow? How are you, dude? What do you work on today, my friend? Physics, yeah. I'm not gonna stream it, dude. Dude, I thought it was about a fat guy that was big. Not you having a big... Yeah, you know the drill, people. If you want to watch the video, there it is. Die Antwoord, Evil Boy's last 5 seconds. That's what Physics was talking about. So Slow says, what you working on? I'm working on a robot, dude. Like the companion for the Spaceman. It's gonna be like an AI companion. That's what I'm working on, dude. What about you? Okay, let me fire up Crocotile. Let's see. Crocotile 2.5. Okay. Yeah, Physics laughing out loud. Yeah, dude. It's good that I don't open any links on the main monitor. I watch it first on the other monitor and then I figure it out if it's the right decision to go with the main monitor or not. Okay, people. Let's figure this shit out. I'm gonna try first here. Yeah, I'm gonna try it first here. If it's getting a bit problematic on the meshes that I want to do, I'm gonna go with BlockBench. I could start here and then go into BlockBench. HOM says on YouTube, hey buddy, how you doing? What's up, my friend? Where have you been? HOM. So Slow says, I'm changing the plot of my game. What, dude? Oh shit. So Slow says, that's cool. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. What are you changing on the plot of your game? So Slow. HOM, what are you working on today, my friend? Physics says, smart, man. Yes, dude. I have been learning a lot in the process of live streaming, dude. So if you're a live streamer, you want to start live streaming, you gotta have 2 or 3 monitors, and you never open any link on the main monitor you're live streaming. If not, you're gonna get fucked. Geki says, yeah, I'm a bit burned out, did a lot on the game, might need a couple days to chill from game, then might focus on sprites. Good thing, dude. Good thing. Don't overdo it. Don't fuck it up. Yeah. Just recharge, dude. It is a good week to recharge, dude. It's a good week to recharge. You can come back to it later and just try to do other thing, dude. Yeah, just like relax your brain, your mind and shit, and come back to the game whenever you're ready. Okay. Let's go into props. AI companion, and let's open up this one. Okay, that's a lot of resolution, but I think for this one I'm gonna do the exception, because it's gonna be way smaller than you think, than what you're seeing here. You may think this is gonna be big, but it's not. Okay, let's copy all of this. Let's see, new 128 by 128. Yeah, okay, let's go with this one. Okay, let's do the grid, show grid. HM says, sleepy morning, I'm taking one rig break, my head hurts. Good, dude. So yeah, people, yeah, you gotta take care of your health, right? Your mental health and shit. If you gotta chill, dude. I understand it. So what are you gonna do in your chill time, HM? So Slow says, I'm changing the main character of your game, dude. To which fucking character are you gonna change the main character of your game, my friend? Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about making games and changing characters. That's really cool, dude, and really crazy at the same time. What are you thinking about, so low? Okay, let's do this shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna fix up some of these parts of the sprite, so it's not gonna be rounded. I just needed like the reference of it. Okay, let's copy and paste those ones. Yeah, there it is. Let's paint around here. And I think, oh shit, I thought this was already gonna work, but it seems not. We're a bit off with a couple pixels there. So let's move this one up here. Awesome. And let's move this one. New Joker says, yeah, games. Yeah, dude, let's talk about games. Okay, so Slow says, I'm also recoding it to be top down for better feeling movement. I'm making it a normal regular degular human. What the fuck is a regular degular human, dude? What is degular? What the fuck is that? I want to see what you're working on, dude. Yeah, let me know when you have anything to share about it. What is a degular human, dude? I am not a native English speaker, so this kind of weird words, I don't know what they mean, people. You gotta work with me here. Don't go with the weird words. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, let's see this one. Yeah, 5. Okay, I want 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it would be around there. So let me extend this one up to there. Yeah, I'm setting up this texture to start modeling, people. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you have anything to talk about, just let me know in the chat. You know the drill, right? You know how it works in this channel. Okay, yeah, let's start modeling this shit. Let's see if I can figure it out, like what I'm thinking in my head. Sometimes I have ideas in my head and then I try it and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So let's see if it works. So Slow says, I just said it because it runs with the regular manic panic. Oh, regular degular. Okay, so Slow, I understand it now, dude. So yeah, dude, that is a dad joke, which is weird because you're not a dad, dude. You're way too young to be a dad, right? So, dude, have you seen Trico on another stream, so Slow? Yeah, where has Trico been? Oh fuck. Let's export this one. Yeah, Unreal, Spaceman Memories, props, AI companion, and yeah, this is gonna be AI companion 01. Let's save it and let's go into Crocotile. Replace tile set. Barak5 says, yo, what's up, Barak5? How are you, dude? How is life? Are you already in Japan, dude? So Slow says, no, you haven't seen Trico. Okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah. What's up, Barak5? What's up? Where are you? Are you in Japan, in Europe? Where are you, dude? Props, AI companion. Let's open up this one. Barak5 says the flights today. Oh fuck. You're not fucking around, dude. You're like being serious with this shit. So dude, that is gonna be a long flight. Best luck of you to wherever the fuck you're going, dude. Enjoy it, dude. Enjoy it. Yeah, I hope everything goes well for you, dude, and your missus. So have a wonderful time in Japan, Barak5. Yeah. Barak5 says one of my friends in the US bought a piano and the movers charged $10 per step on the stairs. How many fucking stairs was it, dude? That sounds cheap. Not gonna lie. If it's a real fucking piano, dude, that sounds cheap. Those fucking pianos weigh a lot, dude. Like they weigh like crazy, dude. So not gonna lie, dude, that sounds cheap. Okay, let's do this one. Let's merge that one there. Let's merge this one here. Did it do it? No, dude. You gotta like find the other verdicts, motherfucker. Okay, there it is. No, the fuck, dude. The fuck, crocodile, dude. Snap, fucking snap, fucking snap. Fuck. Just snap. Okay, there it is. Fuck yeah. Barak5 says so like $500 is pretty good. It was like 34. I would say yes, dude. That is a bit. Barak, do you know Soli? Do you know Soli, Barak5? What's up, bit? Brendan Sullivan? Who the fuck is Brendan Sullivan? Sounds like a character of a TV show. So Slow says the bulk of it is on Discord. Oh, the bulk of what, dude? Oh, what you're working on. Most of the story you're working on. Oh, it's a markdown file. Okay, let me check it out, dude. So this is what's So Slow, also known as Slow Bro on Discord, is working on for his game. It's a text file. It's a markdown file with the ideas for the game. Good stuff, dude. I am checking it out. You're like putting your ideas, dude. They're organized, not being crazy like me. So that is a good way of working, dude, in a consistent way. So if you're wondering what does So Slow is talking about, join the Discord, people. There it is. So Bit says Mojang artist, apparently Brendan Sullivan. That motherfucker has like the name of a cartoon. Grimeshine TV on the motherfucking house says what's happening, what's up, dude? I'm doing a robot today, dude. How about you, Grimeshine? Did you start working on the game or still chilling? It says I paid a tax pro to do my taxes, and guess what, nerdy? They fucked it up and I caught it. Good for you, dude. You're not getting the fines from the IRS. Good for you, Bit. Good for fucking you, dude, that you caught it before you sent it. Shit. Oh fuck, dude. That was a good thing to catch, Bit. Yeah. Okay. So these are gonna be the ears. They don't look like ears yet, so let's see how we can figure it out. Graham just says nice. Gonna animate it. Yes, dude, in a very simple way. I think I'm gonna animate the eyes, so they have like expressions. So that material is gonna be animated, and it's gonna be like a holographic thing that flies next to the spaceman. That is the idea. I hope I can make it work. What about you? What are you working on? Bit says on Twitch, I already filed it, so now I have to file an amendment. Annoying as shit. No, it got sent. No, not I have to file amendment of it. Oh shit, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you didn't have to do that shit, dude. Fuck. Ramshin says on Twitch, I did a bunch of research on some 2D rigging solutions and then started at my Unreal project for 2 hours without doing anything. Welcome to the club of staring at your Unreal project and overanalyzing shit and not knowing what the fucking next thing you have to do with your project, dude. I know that club. I founded that club. I am the president of that club. Yes, dude. That struggle is real. That fucking struggle is real when you're making games. Not only with Unreal Engine, all of the fucking engines, dude. Oh, dude, I want to select the fucking vertices. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Dude. What? I didn't select you. Vertex, motherfucker. Okay, let me in the comments. Bit says, Barak, are you there? Do you know Solid, dude, and Mojang? Also, nerdy, save this for later. Interesting shit. What the fuck this is, Bit? Let me know, dude. Is it safe for work? Can I watch it here on the stream? Is it long? Oh, fuck. Nah, dude. I already watched this. Yeah, I already watched this. It's the story about Hyper Light Drifter. Yeah, I had already watched. This is old, dude. It's just 7 minutes. There is like full documentaries of Hyper Light Breaker now on NoClip. Have you seen those, dude? They have posted like 2 long episodes. Yeah, have you seen that one, dude? It says 2D is so hard. This is an amazing game. Yeah, dude. That Alex guy is a fucking amazing artist, dude. Yeah, I love Hyper Light Drifter and the vibe of it. It's an influence, dude. It's an influence. Yeah, for fucking sure. Bit says, I don't like that they went 3D, man. I think 3D is harder, but 2D is also hard. They are both hard. To be honest, they are, dude. They are both hard in their own ways. I think, dude, that if you get to the point like this guy, Alex, that you start raking up the money, dude, getting the bread and shit, and you want to make whichever fucking game you want to make, dude, like this one, like this version that he made, this one, Hyper Light Breaker, I would go for it, dude. You have the money, you have the resources, so just have fun, dude. Just have fun. Yeah, reap the rewards of your success. So just have fun, dude. Okay. Oh, fuck, dude. Making this, yeah, I want to make all of this rounder. So I'm gonna go into BlockBench. I could do it here, but it's gonna be a fucking headache to do it here. It says the programming logic in 2D is also much easier. You can get creative with how you want to approach things that you can't do if you're not in 3D. Yes, dude. 2D and 3D are very, very different things. I'm like the best fucking example, dude. I went from 2D to 3D. Very different things. I wouldn't say one is harder than the other. If you're trying to make fucking Stalker 1 or fucking Destiny, right, or The Last of Us, yes, 3D is harder. But there are certain ideas in which 2D could be harder than 3D. Yeah, depending on the approach that you make. But not most of the time 3D is gonna take way more time, dude. Yeah, fucking sure. Way more resources and shit. You can get away with many other things in 2D, dude. Yeah, for fucking sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna export all of this and then do beveling inside BlockBench. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's try it, robot motherfucker. It says I am making my sexy neighbor. What is this, dude? What is my sexy neighbor, dude? Yeah, is it good, dude? Is it cool? Okay, let's see, dude. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the head of the robot. It's gonna be more rounded. Genki says programming in 3D I found is easier than 2D. You think so, dude? Ah, interesting. Yeah, many things like the puzzles, dude, have been way easier for me. I never made them work. I had the idea, but I never made them work in 2D. It was different. Yeah. Yeah, so it depends on the ideas that you want to like make. Genki says like especially for top down, like no need to program Y sorting, it's already done in 3D space. Yeah, so yes, dude, it's got its ups, downs, pros and cons, 3D and 2D. You gotta decide what fucking game you want to make, dude. Yeah, and then you're gonna deal with whichever problem you're gonna deal with. But they are different. Yeah, they are different, and not better or worse. They are just their own thing. Genki says, yes, which type of 2D? Are you using blueprints? Yeah, Genki's using blueprints in Unreal. I've done both, beat the side scrolling, yes, a lot easier. Bet says Godot has pretty good integrated Y sorting, like to handle many cases. Interesting, dude. Yeah, I haven't, I think I have just opened Godot a couple times, and I haven't learned it in a deep way, dude. So I couldn't give an opinion about it, but Unreal clicked for me. It really clicked. I thought it was gonna be more overwhelming. It's overwhelming, but I thought it was gonna be way more overwhelming than it was. And I started having a lot of fun with 3D more than 2D, but I also love 2D, dude. In the future, I'm gonna do 2D with another game. So Slow says, I agree with Bit. Yeah. Barak 5 says, packing so stressful. Yeah, dude, I imagine it's stressful. Barak, do you know this person that Bit asked about on the company? What is the name of the person, Bit? Yeah, Bit says, Godot, I believe, started out as a dedicated 2D engine. Yes, it started as it. So Slow says, quite beginner friendly. It says, do you know Brendan Sullivan? Barak says, at this point, right, I'm gonna take my whole fucking house in a suitcase. Shit, dude, that's gonna be a big ass trip. Yankee says, I tried using Godot, wasn't a fan. I then wrote my own engine in C++. It was kind of alright, right? But then you went with Unreal. Yes, dude, so just do whatever the fuck is more fun for you people. Yeah, let's export the scene so we can do beveling on this shit. Let's scale it down on 1. This one's gonna be AI robot 01. Let's export the whole scene. And this one's gonna be objects. This may just be the first version, first idea of this. We will see. We'll figure it out. Okay. AI robot 01. Let's go back into BlockBench so we can bevel it. Okay, let me read the comments. Yankee says, but Unreal is goated. In my experience, it is goated, dude. I fucking love Unreal. I have used Unity. I also love Unity, dude. But yeah, life happens, right? Life happens. But I have no hate for any engine, dude. Yeah, I'm not that type of person. Everybody has their own GOAT engine. It says, oh, nice. Tell him to make more tutorials. Yeah, you know him. Yeah. So this person, you should make more tutorials, Brendan Sullivan, whoever you are. Bit posted, you found his art in our station. Okay. Oh, it was the one that you sent me yesterday, dude. Is that the one? Yeah, let me check it out again to see who this person is. Oh, it's the one you sent me yesterday, right? Yeah, so this person works in Mojang, this artist, which Bit is talking about. Yeah, dude. Ah, it's good stuff. Barak says, cool. I don't know him that well, but yeah. Yeah, dude. Let's hope that he makes tutorials one day. Brendan Sullivan. Okay, let's restart the music. Let me read the chat. Genki says, 2D not being good in Unreal is a myth. It's bad if you don't know how to program or make games. I use Unity also. It's not very well optimized, in my opinion. Unity is better for 2D, dude. It is way better for 2D, way more optimized for 2D. I think you can make games, 2D games in Unreal, dude. I would never go for a full 2D game in Unreal. I would go for a 2.5D, which I'm doing, right? 2.5D. But going for 2D in Unreal, dude, it is doable, dude. Cobra Code has shown that it is doable in many ways. But you're getting yourself into trouble, dude. It is not for that. Genki says, no, I'm saying Unity in general isn't well optimized. We could say the same thing about Unreal, dude. Every engine has their own shit. Yeah. So Slow says, I think Godot is the best. Maybe I'm just glazing. Dude, everybody has their own GOAT engine. Everybody loves their own engine and shit. Yeah. Just enjoy whichever engine you're using. Yeah, but Genki, a lot of people say the same thing about Unreal Engine, dude. Yeah, as what you're saying about Unity. It is what it is, dude. One has to, they are not perfect tools. One has to find like the best thing for the best the product that you want to make, the tools that go with your vision and shit. So go with whichever engine you want to use and figure it out. Genki says, I think Godot is good if you don't want commercial games. Not necessarily, dude. Not necessarily. I think, dude, I know about the console shit about Godot, right? Yeah, the console porting and shit, that is complicated, but there is no limitation on you making a very big commercial game in Godot and release it on Steam and Epic Game Store. The only limitation is the console exporting, which you have to pay for. Okay, where the fuck was this? Props, AI companion. Okay, let's import this shit. And let's do the material. Okay, there it is. Let's see if the beveling works. Let's turn all of this into quads first. Okay, this one, tools, quads, awesome. Okay, so Flow says, I think Godot is the best. Gank says it depends on the programmer. Like any engine, dude. Like any engine, it depends on who's making the game. Yeah, pretty sure you need a third party to port to Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. Yes, you need to pay to a third party in Godot. It's because of the licenses of the consoles, dude. So they cannot release many of the things inside in the open source stuff. So that's because of the licenses. Okay, let's do this one. Triangles to quadrilaterals. Can I do it very quickly, like just selecting all of them? Yeah, we can do that shit. Fuck yeah. Okay, let's do it here. Yeah, because beveling with triangles would be a horrible fucking idea. Okay, there it is. Triangles to quads. Yeah, do we have triangles here? Yeah. No, at the end of the day, dude, it doesn't matter the engine. You can make a commercial game with any fucking engine. Polyphim says, hello, what's up, Polyphim? What's up, my friend? What are you working on today, dude? Thank you for coming, dude. I appreciate it. How is your Monday going? Are you like having a good time in Colombia in the middle of Easter week? Semana Santa in Latin America? What, dude? What? Where the fuck is that face? Fuck. Fuck. Okay, let's export this shit again. Okay. So Slow says, I agree. Yes, dude. Bigger games have been made with things that don't even look like engines. Frameworks, dude. Do you know about this game called let me remember the fucking name, dude, of this fucking game. Dude, I always forget the name of this game, dude. I saw the documentary and I love it, so okay, I'm gonna remember it, people. I'm gonna remember it. My brain RAM is like overflowing right now, so I am very bad with names in the middle of the stream. Okay, there it is. Awesome. Let's export this shit again. Okay, let me in the comments. Paul says, I'm good. Yeah, having a good day and a good night. Yeah, dude, just chilling, right? Like the middle of summer in Latin America. Genki says, absolutely. Engine doesn't mean shit. They didn't have the features we use now 20 to 30 years ago. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So it's who's behind the wheel. Yeah, it doesn't matter which fucking car you're driving, is who is behind the wheel. Polyphim says, hope everything is fine here. It is fine, dude. Good vibes today. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm doing a robot today. How about you? What are you working on, Polyphim? Genki says, like Super Nintendo games we're reading in assembly. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, PlayStation games, assembly, Nintendo games, assembly. Yes, dude. The engine doesn't fucking matter. It's what the fuck you do with the tools. And everything is a fucking tool at the end of the day. Okay. Fuck, what's I gonna do, dude? Yeah, export the whole scene. AI robot. I forgot a face, people. I forgot a face. That's why I'm doing this shit again. Okay, AI robot 1. Let's replace it. Let's go back into BlockBench. Where are you, BlockBench? Dude. I always forget BlockBench's icon. They should change the icon. I don't like the icon. I always get lost. So Flow says to Genki, I don't know about that. About what, dude? Engine doesn't mean shit? Engine doesn't mean shit, dude. Yes. You can have the best fucking engine and do a shitty game. And you can have no engine and do the best fucking game in the world, dude. Engine doesn't mean shit. That is true. Genki says, go check for yourself, buddy. So Slow says, the engines do help a lot, but I'm not going to say that the person isn't important. Dude, engines do not mean shit. Engines are fun, but you can make... Dude, Balatro, no fucking engine. Balatro, just check out Balatro, no fucking engine, dude. Dude, at the end of the day, it's not the tool, it's the person. So you can make one of the best games in history with no engine. Engines don't mean shit at the end of the day. They are fun and they are a good tool, but they are not gonna help you to make a better game than someone that isn't using an engine. Yeah. Are these things... Oh fuck, dude. Let me see if that phase... Okay. Paul says, didn't do much today, busy with other things, now looking for something to do, at least to do a bit before bed. A bit of modeling, dude. Genki says the engine is just the canvas, it entirely depends on the user. Yes, dude, exactly. Yeah, I love Unreal Engine, dude, but if I was like fucking crazy, dude, I could do this game in assembly. You can do whatever the fuck you want with any fucking language or framework or engine. At the end of the day, dude, it's your idea, the important thing. It's not the engine. It can help you. Unreal Engine is fucking helping me a whole fucking lot. But oh, dude, why the fuck am I doing this? Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. This is the previous model. Genki says engines help, but there were games written entirely in assembly, C, C++. They are more impressive than the slop that some people make using engines. This is coming from someone who's using an engine. Yes, dude, exactly. You can make a good game with an engine, you can make a shitty game with an engine, you can make a shitty game without an engine, and you can make a good game with an engine. At the end of the day, yeah, it's your idea. So Slow says, I'm just saying it helps, but it's up to the player what you create. Yes, dude, it helps, but it's not gonna help you make a better game. It's just gonna help you save time with the tools and shit and everything. But if your idea isn't good, if the mechanics are boring and shit, the engine is not gonna help you in that. Grimson says, random question, has anyone here messed around with spline animation software? That one is on the web, right? Am I right? Yankee says it helps, but like I said 20 to 30 years ago, amazing games were made without engines. Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. It helps with saving time and making assets, making things work. It's not gonna help you with fun mechanics, fun story, fun characters. Those things are still you. Doesn't matter which one. Grimeshine, is this the one on the web, this spline shit? I'm thinking it's that one, right? Olive says to Grimeshine, I always confuse it with Spline 2D. I think I have used Spline, dude. If it's the one that runs on the web, this modeling shit on the web. Okay, let's see if we have the faces now. Yeah, okay, there they are. Okay, can I fucking select all of the fucking faces very quickly? And let's do the quads. Amp tools. Yeah, it did the fucking trick. Yeah, what the fuck was I going face by face? I am fucking stupid. Okay, let's do some insets here. Yeah, check it out. Fuck. No, this doesn't do what I thought it was gonna make. Fuck. Okay, let me add some loop cuts here. No, I'm not gonna do the inset. Let's try the loop cuts. Yeah, let's try a couple loop cuts in this direction. Okay. So what about if I move this one? Okay, yeah, this could work. Let's see. Okay, let me in the comments. So Flo says, I didn't say the engine makes a game for you. No, I thought you said that, dude, because you said I don't know about that. Yeah, I thought you were referring to that. Yeah, when you were answering to Genki. So if it was like a mix-up, like a mistake, yeah, sorry, dude, but I thought you were referring to that. Genki says, on computers that run like a potato, it had a fraction of the power of an iPhone 4 did. Yeah, that's where they did Toy Story and Doom and Quake. Grimson says, what is Spline 2D? Genki says, so slow. Oh, absolutely, it's why I moved from my own C++ engine to Unreal. Yeah, no, we're not hating engines, dude. We're just saying using an engine or not using an engine doesn't matter, dude. It's whatever the fuck you make with the tools. Ramshin says, yes, I've seen it. Also used to make Twitch avatars, so was seeing if something used it before. Someone used it before. So, but Spline, the first one you mentioned, Spline, is it the... Okay, let me Google it, dude. Let me Google it because I'm lost. Genki says, so you can create a mesh in Crocotile and then edit it in BlockBench with no issues, nerdy. Kinda, dude. Kinda. If I start making extrusions here, like, check it out. If I start doing this, if I do an extrusion, things are gonna start getting fucked up. Yeah. So extrusions, it's a no-no. But moving faces, adding vertices, you could make it work. You could make it work. Volume says, subscription to the animation software that uses bones for animation. Cult of the Lamp used it. Ah, interesting. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. Oh, so I was talking about this one. Let me show you. Yeah, let me see. Is it? Yeah, I thought you were talking about this one. Spline 3D. I have used Spline, which is like a modeling suite on the web. 3D modeling suite on the web. So yeah, this is Spline. So it's got the same fucking name. Why are they using the same fucking names for this different type of tools? Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But no, I was talking about this spline. It's another spline. Yeah, you can do web 3D shit in Spline. Check it out. Yeah. Can I move here? Yeah. Yeah, just things like that. That is Spline. So if you want to model on the web, you can try it. Okay, let me in the comments. Volume says, it's called Spline 2. I'm confused. Yeah, it's also called Spline, which is fucking stupid, dude. These people have to get their shit together. Not being naming shit like in the same fucking way, dude. Because it's fucking confusing, dude. Okay, let's switch up that one. So, yeah, this shit may work. This shit may work. Let me move this one. Yeah, the beveling is working. The beveling is working. Yeah. Check out the ear. Okay, so Slow says it's spine versus spline. I don't know what the fuck is spline or spine or what, dude. Friday Doc on 411 on Kick says, hi there, what's up, my friend, dude? It's been a couple weeks since I had a message from Kick. How are you, man? Or Mrs. He or she, how are you, dude? Yeah, thank you, Sprite Dog 411 for chatting. So Gramshan sent the link. What is this link, dude? Should I check it out? Gramshan says, oh, you are right. Spine is what I'm looking at, not spline. My bad. Yeah, I thought you were talking about a spline. Yankee says, Nerdy, are you gonna going to add different facial animations to the robot? Yes, indeed. I'm gonna do that, dude. I'm gonna do that. Facial animations. And that's gonna be running on the material with... yeah, with a sprite sheet on the texture. That's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, yeah, the beveling is working. Let me select all of this from the front. I think I'm just gonna fucking duplicate the whole ear and bring it to the other side and delete the other one. Yeah, does this work? Okay. Yeah, it works. So yeah, there it is, the start of a robot. Polypus says to Grimshan, yeah, that is great, but I won't pay for it now when I was told you could also do it in Blender. Those Spine specializes on that, unlike Blender. Yeah, dude, so it's Spine, the one you were looking for, right, people? It wasn't Spline. Oh, what, dude? What? So it seems like I didn't select all of the faces. Yeah, let's try it again. Yeah, I had this one missing. Mesh selection. Okay, there it is. Let's continue with the robot. Okay, let's do the beveling on the head. Yeah, dude, I don't know about this spine system. Grimshan, are you asking about it because you're thinking about using it for the game? By switching all of the system, dude? That's why you're asking about it? Okay, how many loop cuts here? Yeah, a couple there. And on this axis also, loop cut. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, there it is. Let's do the beveling of all of this shit. So let me move these faces a bit to the top. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Remington says there's a simpler version that's in the Fab Store. I was looking at it too. Yeah, how much does it cost? Remington says, yeah, or more or less. Was just curious what people experiences with it, was still testing the waters. Grimshan is in a conundrum. He doesn't know which system to use for the animations of his game, and that shit is hard, dude. It's hard to decide on a tool. I went through that with engines, not even like the animation. So it's hard, dude. It's hard to decide on the tools you want to use. Yeah, because you're gonna be using these tools for years if you're making games, so you gotta decide on the right one. Yeah, whichever it is. Okay, let's switch this one. Yeah, check out the robot. Yeah, let's do the beveling here on this corners. Yeah, let's move it to the back a bit. Oh yeah, check this shit out. Okay, let's resize it. Oh, it's starting to look cute, the motherfucker. Yeah, Grimeshine costs $15. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't love making animations frame by frame with sprite sheets. Yes, dude, that is one of the things that I procrastinated the most. I procrastinate the most because it's fucking hard. You are right thinking about finding another system. You are not wrong there, dude. Like what Genki's doing, dude, that is a whole lot of fucking and expensive work, and it takes a lot of time. Genki can tell you about it. Yes, dude. So if you can save time, dude, go for it. You'll figure it out, dude. I know you, dude. You'll figure it out. You'll find out which is the best thing to use. Okay, it costs $15, dude. I would get it, dude, just to try it. I would get it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I have a tool for the future. Okay, that one's cool. Okay, the robot isn't looking that stupid. I'm thinking these ears should be other mesh or not, or at least they should be like, yeah, like a bit rotated. So let's select all of the ears. Yeah, let's select a couple faces. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, Grimeshan, I would just get it. Geki says, yeah, frame by frame animation can be a headache. Yeah, not only like drawing it, right? Also setting it up inside the engine and shit. It is very, very time consuming, dude. Yeah. Oh, fuck. What did I do, dude? Oh, shit. That was a jump scare. I don't even know why that happened. Okay, awesome. Genki says, does the robot battle nerdy? No. The robot is only a companion. He's not gonna be for battles. The small dog is gonna be for battles. But the robot will be like a companion for help, for hints, information, analyzing shit. Yeah, just an AI companion. Grimshaw says, I have a lot of interactions with 3D meshes and it just gets wonky. Yeah, it can get wonky very, very quickly, dude. I get what you're talking about. So, dude, I would go for it, Grimshaw. I did it. I went like that crazy. If you're feeling it, dude, in your heart, sounds cheesy, but when you know it, dude. And I knew that I had to change engine. When I changed engine, I knew that I had to do it on 3D. So I just did it, dude. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And then I figure it out. And I think you're the type of person that should go and just say, fuck it. Genki says, damn, even Spaceman even has his own AI now. These are the times, dude. These are the times. Yeah. Even the Spaceman is gonna have his own AI robot companion flying around him. Yeah, dude. It is what it is, dude. Oh, shit. Okay, let's add a couple loop cuts here so we can do that. Okay, that one. Awesome. Okay. There it is. Let's move this one here. Yeah. So it wasn't that much of a bad idea. Yeah, bringing this from Crocotile. It was, I didn't do any UV unwrapping, people. This was all coming from Crocotile, so this was a cool workflow. It was indeed a cool workflow. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, let's see some other ideas so we can see what else can we add to this motherfucker. Yeah, but the robot is already looking decent. Yeah, it's a start. This is a start. Let's see. Let's go into Google. Let's see robots. Okay, robot AI companion. Yankee says, are there other 3D characters? No. No. I am making the robot as a 3D character because it's the only... no, we have other 3D characters. So the thing is with Spaceman Memories, if they are organic characters, they are gonna be sprites. If they are non-organic characters, they may be 3D models, like statues on shrines or the robot. But organic characters, like the NPCs, enemies and shit, those are gonna be 2D sprites. So I'm just leaving ideas for... Oh shit, who redeemed what? Oh, Pikachu. Okay, let's do the Pikachu hat. Yes, dude. So yeah, there are gonna be other 3D characters, mostly statues on shrines. Yeah, but they are non-organic entities. Organic entities are gonna be 2D sprites. That's how I'm gonna differentiate them. Okay, wiggling the ears. Let's see a couple ideas here for robots. Yeah, we could do different versions of it. I think I was thinking about Chappie with this one. Yo, BlockBench, I always... Yeah, Chappie was like the reference in my head for this one. Yeah. Yeah, let's see other ones. So we may add a bit of other details to the robot, or we may leave it like that. Let's see. Let's check out ideas. Okay. Check out these ones. They look cute. But same thing. Just eyes, maybe some ears. Same shit. Yeah. Yeah, let's see Chappie. No, this may be it. This may be it. For the robot to not be like way too crazy. Okay, this is gonna be just like the preliminary version of this. This is just a first version. I'm gonna try some ideas later. Genki says, are you adding a body or floating head, boy? It's a floating head. Yeah, not adding a body. It's just a floating head. Very simple companion. Polymer says, Redemption, if I was making 2D, I would definitely be trying bone animation. I don't see myself drawing frames. I am a mess at that. Yeah, so Slow says, can I propose the screen looks more like a computer screen? Okay. Let me see, dude. Let me see. Genki says, with some Niagara particles for the floating. Yeah, I gotta figure out the floating shit. Yeah. Genki says, make it a flying headbutt. It's gonna be a flying headbutt. Yeah, this is gonna be a flying headbutt. That's why I'm just working on the head. So Slow, what would be more like a computer screen? What are you referring to? Do you have like a reference, dude? Yeah, let me know, dude. Yeah, let me know. What are you thinking? Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. I'm gonna bring this shit into Unreal already. Let's see how it looks like just floating there. We're gonna figure out animations and shit later. Let's just see how it looks next to the Spaceman, like the sizing and shit and everything. So export OBJ. This is the previous one. Yeah, let me see. This one's gonna be Rocco AI robot, and this is gonna be AI robot 1. Okay, let's go into Unreal to see how it looks with next to the Spaceman. Where's the player start? Okay, here's the player start. Okay, so Slow, yeah, let me know, dude. Let me know. Like Daft Punk? Yeah, I love fucking Daft Punk, dude. Let me think. But okay, let me see the references. Yankee says you could move it up and down a little for its movement. Yeah, it's gonna be very simple. Yankee says make it like CRT scanlines. We could do CRT scanlines, dude. I'm gonna work on that material. Let me just see how the mesh is looking here. Then we're gonna figure all of these ideas out. Yankee says sort of like Fallout, Envy robots with the face on the TV screen, but it's the eyes. Polyfilm says Astrobot fan art. Okay, let's see. Let's see. This is Astrobot. I didn't play this game, dude. I do not have a PlayStation. Let's see. No, it doesn't. I was like afraid, dude, that it looked way too close to Astrobot. No, but it doesn't look close. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Yeah, I think this Astrobot is a bit generic. Yeah, they went with the generic robot that you can find in Google. Yankee says that's a good example. Yeah, it's a good example, dude. Yeah, this is a good example. And it's generic just like this one. Just like this one. Very generic. Which is cool, right? Generic is generic works also. So I don't know about the black screen. We will see. Let's see how we can figure out this material. Yeah, gotta think about the material first and shit. Yeah, let's just try and see how it looks, and then we can go and figure out all of the ideas that Genki, Polyfilm, and So Slow are talking about. Okay, let's go into Overworld. No, this one's gonna be in characters. Yeah, characters, NPCs. I'm gonna create a new folder. This is gonna be AI robot. Yeah, Astrobot is a good example. I like the screen. I do not know if it would work with what I am working for with the style. Okay, Unreal, Spaceman Memories, props, icon companion. Yeah, okay, let's bring this shit. So Slow says, or Meanbeats YouTube character. Okay, let me check out Meanbeats YouTube character, dude. Yeah, thank you, people. References are good. Thank you for sharing them. Yeah, let's see. Meanbeats YouTube character. Yeah, that one is cool. I like this one more. I like this one more than the Astrobot. Yeah, but it's still a dark screen. I wanna see how we can make it work with the dark screen, because the material is gonna make it or break it depending on the idea. Yeah, let's see, let's figure it out. 1.5 hours already. Oh shit, coffee stream but auto message already. 1.5 hours. Let's fucking go. Okay, let's lock in, people. Let's keep talking also. Let's keep talking. What are you working on today, people? For the people that haven't said anything, what are you working on? Leave a message in chat if you're here for the first time. Okay, 100. Does 100 work? Yeah, 100 may work. Let's see how it looks next to the Spaceman. No, way too small. Yeah, we gotta exaggerate things a bit. Yeah, these are cartoons, so we gotta exaggerate sizing and shit. Genki says lava chicken. Dude, did you see that video that I posted on YouTube using some random ass sound from YouTube with chicken yoki? Oh shit, yeah, that was funny, dude. A bit bigger, it seems. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want it to be that small also. Yeah, okay, let's try 200. I'm thinking 200 could be. And yeah, 200 it is. Let's do the material for this. Okay, 2D pixels, import new file. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Create material, matte, AI Robot 01. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Robot 01. Genki says, are you going to make the eyes glow? Yes, dude. I'm gonna do all of that, dude. I'm gonna do the animations. Yeah, let me try and do the screen darker, like what Polyfilm and you and So Slow were saying. Yeah, I'm gonna be going back and forth, trying ideas, seeing it how it looks here in the engine and shit. Genki says, do you change the texture filter to nearest? No, dude. No. I just use unfiltered. And all of my textures in Unreal Memories. 2D pixels unfiltered. Which one are you using? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the motherfucker is really looking cool. Check it out. Check it out, the AI robot. How about if we make it just a bit bigger? Polyfilm says, I was going to say yours looks different because it doesn't have a screen. I guess I was wrong. Okay, about the reference of us. Okay, I'm gonna try the screen. If it looks way too alike, yeah, I may have to check. Dude, the thing is that all of these robots looks the same. Yeah, you can see Astrobot and check this one out. If I go here into Google, dude, I can already find other robots that look like Astrobot, dude. Yeah, just put robot. Yeah, check this one out from this Digital Dream Labs. Yeah, that one is like a cousin of Astrobot. Let me see. Yeah, check out this one, dude. Check out the face. Yes, dude, all of those robots are gonna look alike. I'm not gonna get away from this and trying to do something like this looking original that doesn't look like them. Genki says use nearest. For what, dude? Why would I use nearest? Why would I use nearest? For the... I want it to look with no filtering, just like flat pixel art. Polyfilm says, no, I didn't say try the screen. You looked fine with the eyes, but you said it's a screen. Yeah, let me try. Let me try the texture with the darker part. Yeah, like here, like what So Slow was saying. Let's try that. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let's try and paint this once. Grimeshane says, is it gonna hover? Gonna put a cool particle effect on the bottom of it? Yes, Grimeshane. It's gonna hover and I'm gonna put a couple particle effects. Genki says, yes, nearest is the best option for not nerdy. Why, dude? Why would I put nearest? I don't know. What would it change? What would it change on the filtering of the image? I want no filtering in the image. Grimeshane says tight. Yes, dude. It's not gonna be easy, but we need a companion for the guy that helps him and give him tips on puzzles and shit on special places. Yeah. So Slow says it's the best. I think it's the best. What, my friend? It's the best what? Okay, let's copy all of this to another layer so we can do the dark screen. Yeah, now it looks like a screen. Let's see. So Slow says nearest is, dude, are you using Unreal Engine? I want to understand, why are you saying that nearest is better? What is it gonna change? Polyfilm says, is it going to give you Steam packs like BD1? Let me remember which one is BD1, dude. Genki says, when resizing an image using nearest neighbor, each pixel is the new image takes on the color value of the closest pixel in the original image. Dude, I don't get what you're talking about. Yeah, these textures look like I want them to look like they look in Aseprite. Why would I change that? What are you talking about? Polyfilm says, is Spaceman Jedi or Sith? I would say Jedi, dude. Let's hope that he's a Jedi. Yankee says Nerdist makes it closer to the original. This isn't an Unreal Engine exclusive thing. It applies to any pixel sprites used upscale, bro. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I have never tried that. You're talking about the texture group? The texture group? Which setting are you talking about? Dude. Okay, I'll watch the video. Dude, this game already looks like it has to look. I am not gonna go and change all of the fucking textures. It is already looking like I want it to look. Yeah, I wouldn't go and change the textures and change any look on how this game is, because it already looks like what I'm looking for. Remsen says depends on the look you want. Nearest is more crisp and blockier. 2D pixel filtering is slightly softer. I just like how it looks, dude. And I don't think I am at the point that I'm gonna go and change textures of all of this fucking game in all of these fucking worlds, dude. That would be like, nah, fuck that. This game is gonna release with this fucking filtering as it is, dude. For me, it is already looking as for like the thing that I was looking for. Pauline says it must be already nearest because it looks crispy. Dude, the only thing that I change on the textures when I bring them here is the filtering. The texture group, I set it to 2D pixels unfiltered. That is the only thing that I do. Genki says it is an Unreal. Cover Code has a video on it. Ramsey says slide interpolation with 2D filtering. I personally use 2D filtering as well. Yes, dude, I use 2D filtering. It has been looking good for me. The game already looks like what I was looking for, dude. I don't think I would go and change the filtering on all of the textures for a slight change that nobody's gonna give a fuck about. Yes, dude. Dude, at the end of the day, these things are creative decisions. Yeah, if it works for other games, it works. But I think for what I was meaning to make on a game as 2.5D, this is already looking for like what I was looking for. Ramsey says, but you can change the filtering on every asset in the entire game with just a few clicks if you were ever curious. Yes, dude, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm gonna go with what I'm working on. Yeah, I like how it looks. Okay, this guy is already looking decent. Let's try the screen version. AI companion 1. This gonna be let's try and replace it. AI companion 2. Olin says make it VR. Yes, dude, I wanna fucking finish this game. I could do many things differently, but I am not at the point of trying to make things differently. I am at the point of finish the fucking game, dude, and get on with your life. Yes, dude, I'm gonna be practical. Only Hands on the motherfucking house sending the emojis of Spaceman Memories. What's up, Only Hand? Thank you for being here. It says, I think it's something to do when you build reverts to another filter type than the default on the material. Dude, I have made builds. I have exported them for Windows, also for Steam Deck, and the game looks like it looks in both of them. Both here on the editor and both on the export. Genki, so if you set it to nearest, it looks to that on the build. Dude, if there was a change on anything, dude, I am not even able to see that shit, dude. The builds that the things that I try here on the engine look exactly like whatever I export to Windows and that I also try on Linux. Yes, dude. Changing some filtering, I don't think it's gonna do anything for this game. Yeah. AI companion 1. Let me try this one too. Only Hands, what are you doing? What are you doing today? What are you eating? Okay, let me see. This one's gonna be AI companion 2. Let's export. Let's try it again. Okay, let me re-import the whole thing. Re-import the new file. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so slow. This is more like a screen. Yeah, check it out. This one looks more like a screen. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the dark one. Only Hans says, I'm finally relaxing for the night. Okay, Only Hans. That's good. Good for you. I'm sorry that you do not have a holiday like people in Latin America that are just like chilling this week. Yeah, Polim says, yeah, don't worry about it. Just have it in mind if you by any chance end up seeing shit blurry. That could be the cause. Yeah, that could be the cause if it ends up being blurry. But for me, up until this point, yeah, things have looked as they look on the editor. Gramshin says, I personally like some interpolation for pixel art. CRTVs had a lot of filtering that smooths out the crisp edges on pixel art. Yes. Yeah. So Slow says maybe like CRT lines. We've got a couple CRT lines on the camera, dude. They are very subtle. But when you see the game on high resolution, like in the trailer, you can see them. So let me show what Gramshin is talking about. Yeah, CRT filtering. Pixel art. Yeah, a little bit of filtering doesn't hurt. And it's closer to what games looked in the 90s and the 80s, right? Yeah, check out this. Check out these examples. So this is how pixel art looks. Where the fuck is that image, dude? Okay, let me open up the image on another layer. Open image on another tab. Okay, so this is how pixel art looks without filtering. This is with a very old school CRT filtering, and it doesn't look bad. CRT, any kind of filtering, a bit of filtering makes pixel art have a nice look. Yeah, Polim says, Gramshan, but didn't that work because of the low resolution of the screen? Pixel art today is HD. Yes, but at the same time, it is a cool thing to have. I like that effect. Geki says, I have 7 CRTs for the Game Boys, dude. Or for, are you talking about TVs or CRT TVs? So your favorite one is the Sony PMV. Okay, let me check out that one, dude. Ah, you're talking about TVs, televisions. Shit. What the fuck do you have 7? That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. So what is this? Is this a TV, a monitor, dude? What is this? Shit. Yeah, what do you use this for? Polim says, okay, stylistic decision, not practical. Fair enough. Yeah, it can be a style yeah, decision in these times, because you can have things very, very crisp. You can add a bit of filtering. I don't know, dude. I didn't know which filtering I was using or not using. I'm just setting textures as 2D unfiltered, and it already looks like the game that I was looking for. I don't think I would go and try to change other things. For me now, it looks like what I had in my head. Genki says, ADHD hyperfixation with CRT screens. It's a professional video monitor playing retro games you use it for. Going to record promo material for my game on the CRT. Yeah, that is a good fucking idea, dude. I have thought about that idea, and yeah, I don't have a CRT monitor, dude. But I also have thought about that idea, dude. Doing some promo gameplay on a CRT on an old school room and shit. Yeah, you should do it. If I find a CRT, I'm gonna do it. But they are not common. Genki says, makes it look like an ad from the 90s. Yes, I have thought about that, dude. Finding a CRT monitor, hooking it up to a new computer, playing the game on the CRT monitor, and setting up a old school looking room and shit for an ad. The thing is that I cannot find the fucking CRT monitor, dude. So good for you, dude, that you have that. Oh, let me listen to this shit. So I don't want this shit, this music. This sounds way too fucking close to the original song of Nintendo, of Donkey Kong. So I'm gonna change that fucking playlist because I don't want the copyright strike. Okay, let me do the comments. Genki says, I can try doing it for you. Okay, dude. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna set up the demo for the end of the month, so we can do the private play testing, so then I can do the public demos, so you can record a bit of the game with one of these old school monitors. Polyphim says, yeah, I get it. What Genki was saying is right. In Godot, you have to set that up. And for example, with Photoshop, when you scale up pixel art, you have to set the filtering to nearest to get the hard crisp edges. Otherwise, it's a blurry mess. Yeah, no, I understand, dude. I understand what you were saying, but I have none of these textures are looking blurry. That's why I was saying. Yankee says, I played Pokemon Legends Arceus downscale to 240p on my CRT. Yeah, when you have the demo set up, I'll record some footage for me. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love CRTs, people. I fucking love those screens and shit. Yeah. I would really like to have one of those, dude. Okay, let's check out this shit again. Yeah, this motherfucker is already looking like what I'm thinking. Let's try to make the motherfucker blink. Yeah. Let's see. Polyphim says, that why I said don't worry about that until it's actually a problem. Yeah. Yeah, Genki says 240p is the native resolution of the TV and you get scanlines with it. I love scanlines, dude. I fucking love scanlines. Yeah. Yes, dude. I like it. I have a bit of scanlines there, but I wanna make them in a better way for the camera of the game. They are very subtle, but they are there. You can check them out on the trailer. They are there. Okay. Let's do this guy blinking shit. Yeah, let's make this motherfucker blink. Let me see the comments. Basic says CRT stands for casually retarded toddlers. Yes, dude, that's what it stands for. Casually retarded toddlers. Do you have one at your house, Physics? Oh shit, dude. No, don't answer that question. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry for offending you. Polyphim says, sorry, I wrote that like I had brain damage. Don't worry, dude. I know you have it. Even if you think that we're gonna think that you don't have it, I know you have it because your jokes sometimes are way too fucking crazy, dude. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Yo, only Hans Grimshan, what are you eating today? Dude, I fasted on the dinner. I didn't eat because I was doing an application for a fucking grant and I didn't eat for dinner. And I think I'm gonna be hungry, but I cannot eat at the middle of midnight, so I gotta wait until tomorrow. People gotta do it until tomorrow. Okay, let's try this shit. How am I gonna do this one? Okay, new frame. Okay, let me in the comments. Grimson says ass. Oh shit, dude. Are we coming back to that conversation about eating ass, dude? Fuck. Polyphim sad. Basic says the chickens are not retarded. Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry, chickens. I'm sorry, chickens, for saying you were retarded. We were talking about chickens retarded. What would the T stand for? Yeah, I don't know what the T will stand for in CRT. Yankee says, yeah, they named CRT that after Physics was born. What? Dude, don't go and fuck with Physics because he's gonna fucking cook you. Physics is like a master troll, dude. I wouldn't go against Physics, dude. I wouldn't. Genki says Grimeshine is wild. He is wild, dude. Grimeshin says, laughing my ass off. Gnocchi pasta with some broccoli and I ate a whole avocado just for the hell of it. Avocado is fucking good, dude. HOM. It's like thumbs up. Good conversation. Stupid ass conversation. Oh, fuck, dude. Let me see what this gnocchi pasta is, people. I haven't tried this. Is this how you write it? Oh shit, dude, this looks really cool. I have never tried this in all of my life. Fuck. Yeah. Yankee says, oh yes, notch pasta. That's the other name, notch pasta. But Polyphim says, isn't that potato pasta? Dude, I don't know what this is, but I have never eaten this. and it looks really nice. So I hope you enjoyed it, Grimeshine and Only Hans. Looks like a good pasta to have. Yankee says it's pronounced Noki. Oh, Noki. Yeah, interesting, dude. Okay, let's make this motherfucker blink. How is a blink animation? Yeah, okay, let's see. So the next frame, I'm gonna try a very simple animation right now. No. Okay. Okay, yeah, we've got the layers. Let me set up all of this with the layers and shit. Let's duplicate this one. Let's hide this one, and let's flatten this one. Okay, there it is. Okay, Genki says it's made from potato. You made a good gorgonzola gnocchi. Ah, interesting, dude. Yeah, I have never tried a gorgonzola gnocchi. Polyphone says, make that a Genki status effect. You got gnocchi. Yeah, that's great, dude. Grimson says, I want to see his ears wiggle around a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do all of this, dude. Oh, dude, can we make this shit in BlockBench like Ocarina of Time? Can we make this shit in BlockBench? Export? Yes, we can make this shit in BlockBench. I can make this animation in BlockBench and export the FBX. Aha, yeah, Grimeshine, we could try that shit. Genki says, unfortunately, key isn't in Genki. I'm calling the energy system voltage. Okay. Okay, dude. Baruk5 says, work time. Bye-bye, Baruk. Thank you for coming in, dude. Appreciate it. Rich Ass 77 says, how's it on Twitch? What's up, my dude? How are you? First time here, right? Welcome to the channel, dude. I am working on this game called Spaceman Memories, dude. It's a JRPG 2.5D that I'm making in Unreal Engine, and I'm working on a new robot companion for my spaceman, dude, today. What about you? What are you working on today, or working, playing? How are you, dude? Richard77, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Polymer says to Genki, voltage is over 9,000. Yeah, how high is the voltage, Genki? Grimeshine, yeah, I could do the animations in BlockBench, dude. You just make me think about it. Grimson says, maybe animate the ears separately and export them separate. Then you can do the material switching on just the head and have the animated ears as a separate mesh in the actor. Yes, dude. You are right. You are right. Grimson says, like, separately from the head. I mean, yes, you are right, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna figure all that shit out. Let me try first to make this shit blink, and then we can think about other animations. But you are right, this should be separate meshes. So Richard77, how are you, dude? Thank you for coming in, appreciate it. Okay, okay, this is the first frame. Okay, first frame. I don't even know how the fuck this blinking works. Yankee says to Polyphone 9,000 volts. What? Is that like a lot of volts, dude? I don't know shit about electricity, dude. Is that like a lot of fucking volts? Okay, this is gonna be the second frame. Let me paint this one here. Yeah, let's do another frame. And this one's gonna be almost at closing eyes. Yeah, let's see if this works. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, people. Let's just see if we can make something work here. Polyphone says it's just a Vegeta meme. Okay. Richard77 says, I'm good, looks cool. I'm busy making a Unity platform game, just taking a break because the coding is giving me problems. I'm sorry, my dude. I know about code giving problems. I know a fair bit about that shit. So I hope you figure it out, my friend. What is your game about? How long have you been working in your Unity game? Thank you for coming, dude. Appreciate it. A new game dev here in the community. Awesome, dude. Genki says to Polyphone, I know. Polyphone says, I'm guessing animating pixel art takes longer than that 2D because of how accurate the pixels have to be. I'm thinking yes, dude. I'm thinking yes or no. I don't know, dude. I'm not a master animator, and I'm doing very simple things because I suck at it. Genki says to Polyphone, Napa, what does that multimeter say? Polyphone says 2D HD, I mean. I don't know if it takes more or less, dude, because I'm doing very, very simple things. I'm not the best at animation, dude, and it takes me a lot of time, so I just try to do it in the shortest, laziest way possible. Yeah. Okay. Should we like close the eyes at this point? Okay. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there, the motherfucker. But I need more frames. I need more frames. Genki says, why is Pikachu hat out of stock? Because you use it way too fucking much, dude. That's why it's out of stock. So Slow redeemed it the last time. Yo, So Slow, where are you, dude? Genki says, make the eyes close, blue line. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. But I'm gonna add another frame there. Like a what, dude? What is a slit? So Slow says I'm here. What are you doing, So Slow? What are you doing, dude? Okay. Yeah. This one. Let's. Okay, I'm gonna paste the eyes again here, and I'm gonna be adding more frames. Maybe an 8-frame animation, I think. Maybe, who knows? Oh, Richard77 followed. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. Means a lot, dude. I'm really happy, dude. You're also a game dev coming to the channel. That is really, really cool. So Slow says you're working in Godot in the game. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. So Rich asks, how long have you been working on your game? Does it have a name yet? If it has a Steam page, let me know so we can check it out here, my friend. Thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do another frame there. Oh shit, I should have done both of the eyes. Okay, let's see. I'm just testing things here. This isn't gonna look good because I'm not a good animator, but fuck it, right? Yeah, so a couple more frames. New frame. Okay. So there should be one that is like almost getting to the point of it being aligned, right? Like what Genki was saying. Okay. And then it's got a reverse. Yeah, let's do the reverse of this. Yeah, so this one, let's select all of this. Let's create a new empty frame. What, dude? What the fuck? Okay, there it is. Awesome. Coffee stream, but 2 hours already. Fuck, holy shit. Let's lock in. Okay, so this one gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. Okay, do we have that reverse now working? Let me delete this frame. Oh, okay. It's looking like something. Not there yet, but looking like something. Yeah, I think it should close the eye completely, right? Let me find a reference of blinking eyes for a robot, dude. Yeah. Robot. What? I thought the computer had crashed. Okay. Do we have a GIF? Dude, why doesn't Google Images have GIFs? Or does it? Genki says, if I were you, nerdy, I have to the top and bottom meeting in the middle and not just the top coming down. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try that shit. Yeah, interesting, dude. Yeah, let me create a new layer with that new version. Okay, new layer with okay, let's paste it here. Yes, yeah, let me see that, dude. Okay, let's hide that one. Yeah, so it would be moving a bit like that. Yeah, then both beating in the middle. Yeah, you're right. Let's see how it looks. Okay, gonna move this one 2 pixels and this one 2 pixels. Okay. Oh no, this is the first fucking frame. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, second frame. 1, 2. Yaki says move the eyes to a separate layer, nerdy. I'm fucking lazy, dude. I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, I'm fucking lazy, dude. Fuck it. I just take the less practical way, dude. Okay. Yankee says and just have the black screen on the body. Yeah, no, I know, dude. I know. The thing is that that's gonna take more time to set that up. I just want to see how it looks. If it looks all right, I'm gonna do the separate layers. Polyphon says Google 3 robots love death and robots. The orange robot could be a reference. Okay, let me check it out. Yes, dude, I'm fucking lazy. I'm fucking stupid. I do things in a way that they kind of work, and then I go and fix them. Yeah, because I just want to see how they look. Let me see what Polyphon mentioned. 3 robots love death and robots. I remember that short film, dude. Yeah, the orange one. Yeah, I remember this short. Yankee says you aren't stupid, nerd. I am, dude, but I have a lot of fun. So fuck it. Stupid people to power, dude. Yes, dude. I think thinking you're smart is overrated, dude. Being stupid and having fun is better. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Love, death, and robots. Yeah, let's check out this one. What Polyphon is mentioned. The orange one. Okay, let's see the orange robot. Oh shit, dude. Those are good looking fucking animations. Polyphon says CRT Club. Oh fuck, dude. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna make this type of animations, but they are gonna take way more time. Ah, the ears. He's got those kind of ears. Yes, this is a good reference, Polyphon. Yeah. Oh, let's put the what the fuck on the screen. Nah, yeah, this one's way more complex. I'm gonna use this one as a reference. You're right, Polyphon. But like sitting down on an afternoon, analyzing the whole animation and shit, I'm just gonna make the simple one today, just for the sake of making the material kind of work. Genki says CRT is goated, and it's a shame that they replaced the technology with LCD. If they continue making CRTs, the visuals would be better than OLED. Really, dude? The technology is like that? If they would have kept developing CRT, it would have looked better than OLED. Only Hans says good night, everyone. My friend, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good night rest. I hope you have a good day tomorrow at your work, Only Hans. And I hope everything goes well with the thing that you were telling me. Yeah, best of luck to you, my friend. Appreciate it. Polyphon says cute face emojis could be fun. No, I'm gonna do cute face emojis, dude. I'm gonna do cute face emojis for fucking sure. Geki says, but it was cheaper and easier to market LCD flat screens. Oh, interesting. Polyphon says, let's fucking go. Buenas noches to Only Hans, says Polyphon, sending the love. Thank you, Only Hans. Appreciate it. Have a good night, my friend. Yeah. Let's send the love with the Joey Toro emojis. Where's Joey? Is Joey live streaming today? I was a bit busy, so I didn't see if Joey was streaming. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. This one. Okay, let's paste it to this fucking part. Okay. Let's close them a bit, just a bit more. 1, 2, and 1, 2 from the top. Okay, awesome. Yeah, there it's going. Genki says consumerism ruined CRT. The potential of modern day CRT is unreal. Shit, dude, I thought that people stopped using CRT because it couldn't keep being developed more. It hit like a wall and shit. I didn't know if they had kept developing it, it would have looked better. Pollen Film says, is this Twitch emote a floating robot head? I don't know, dude. It's just the Twitch logo, right? But I'm thinking it's mostly like a dialogue floating thing instead of like a robot head. But that one's cool, dude. That one's cool. Polyphim, when are you gonna stream, dude? We're waiting for you. When is Polyphim gonna stream, people? Ah, fuck, the two eyes, motherfucker. 2 and 2 there. Polyphim says, Genki, show me an example of modern CRT. Yes, dude. I was so ignorant about CRT technology. I didn't know it was gonna be better. Genki says there aren't any really. Oh, Polyphim says I can stream because I am watching a stream. Dude, you could do it earlier. We wanna see you streaming. Genki says I think the best example was one made in 2008. Interesting, dude. Yeah, dude, I thought, oh fuck, I did it on the other fucking layer. I'm fucking stupid, on the other fucking frame. Yeah, okay. Let's do this one. Let's paste it here. Okay, there it is. So let's delete this frame. Yeah. Okay, it's getting there. Oh, this is gonna be a cute looking motherfucker. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna close the eye like fully. Yeah, let's see. Genki says but the refresh rates and colors were superior, so it was just, yeah, that is common, dude. In the tech business, that is common. Superior tech getting left behind just because of yeah, corporate decisions. That is very, very common, dude. It's not the first time that I hear about this kind of stories. Polyphim says, really, that sounds fishy, but hey, same thing happened with Betamax and VHS. Yeah, exactly, dude. And those are not the only examples that we can talk about. Yeah, technology being lost to corporate decisions. Okay, on this one, let's do the reverse now. Okay, this one, let's paste it here, and this one, let's paste it here, and I think it might be there. Delete frame, delete frame, delete frame, and delete frame. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna try and make bling this motherfucker. Yeah, it may be faster, but let's just try it for the sake of it. Let's just try it. So Flo says there was also that one phone that Google made that would have upgraded the phone market. This happens, dude. It's very common. Genki says it's legit. We could push 120 plus hertz in the 90s using CRTs. LCD is an inferior technology. Oh shit, Polyphim says to Genki, dang, back then never paid attention to that. Dude, I just thought CRT was lost to time because it was way too old and it didn't work for the new graphics and shit. I didn't know it was left behind because they stopped developing it. Polyphim says, I'll watch it later, looks interesting. It's like a documentary, that link, dude. Yes, it's like a documentary. How long is the video? Okay, let's export this one. Let's just try it. Let's just try this shit. Export sprite sheet. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. No, let me analyze this. Yeah. No, yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Polymer says 20 minutes. It's Linus Tech Tips. Interesting. So it was left behind because of money. Which company was the one that decided, dude? Which company decided to leave it behind? There must be like one main company making screens that was the one that killed the technology. So he's the only one with 3000 drop on the top of the line CRT monitor from 20 years ago. That is rare as fuck. Okay, can you see the difference on the video, dude? I could go and check it out, like just a small part of the video, if it is really clear, the difference. Okay, give me a sec, people. Let's go and see a bit of the video. So this is a super like pro CRT, seems. Probably Sony. Yeah, probably Sony killed the technology. Okay. So from which year is this? This was 2022, so this was 2002. Yeah, I think we should find a better example than this one. Yeah, no, I gotta sit down, dude, to see this video on my own time. Yeah, so I can see the details. Polymer says CRT were heavy fuckers. We had several that not even today I think I could move. Yeah, I remember those fucking monitors, dude. I remember that shit, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, you are right, Polyfilm. You are right, dude. Yeah, we had a couple CRT monitors in my house. Yeah, okay, let's go. And this one's gonna be AI robot blink 01. I do not know how am I gonna make this work, but let's try and figure it out. Polymer says, yeah, I read that one. Okay, this is another example. Let me check it out, dude. Let me check it out. So to see the better example of CRT versus LCD. So PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X tested on CRT. Is image quality really better than the modern screen? Okay. Where is the example, dude? Oh, this is a CRT fucking monitor, dude? What? Oh, holy shit, dude. Oh, fuck. Which brand is this one? Oh, the Sony. What, dude? 2003 monitor. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude. Check out this shit. Yeah, Polymer says Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be CRT. It's gonna be heavy, dude. Heavy. Genki says, yeah, dude, from the early 2000s, tech got slept on. Yeah. Yeah, it looks very smooth, dude. Looks very fucking smooth. It's crazy that this monitor is from that era, dude. Crazy shit, dude. I didn't know that CRT could have been a superior technology. That's crazy. Genki says TVs went backwards and have only caught up in the last decade. I was just so fucking ignorant, dude. I just thought OLED and LED were like the kings and shit, and we shouldn't ask questions. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That is crazy, dude. Okay, I had like a sample material for this kind of shit. Let me check out this shit. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So number of columns 8, number of rows 1. Yeah, let me try this one. Blink. All right, AI robot blink. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Gang says, but again, if they continued making CRTs until today, OLED would be second best. So OLED is the king now, but because they developed it, right? They put the money and the technology. Yeah, dude. That is not the first time this happens, dude. It definitely is not the first time that happens. Okay, where are you, robot? Okay, let's go back into this folder. Let's paste that one. Let's rename this one. AI robot Matt. AI robot animation 01. Are the UVs gonna be broken? I do not know. Ah, check it out, check it out. It's already blinking, the motherfucker. Fuck yeah. Yankee says, greedy corporations, man, fucked up the visual fidelity. You'd probably have 2000 hertz consumer monitors. Oh fuck, dude, that's crazy. Check out the motherfucker blinking. Yeah, he's blinking, dude. Yeah, this was a good idea to work on the robot today, dude, talking about CRTs and shit. Dude, even if I tried to make this CRT, Genki says, looks so good, what the fuck? What the fucking did with the fucking robot, dude? Yeah, we could make it blink faster and shit, but it's already looking like something. Yeah, I'm happy about it. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm having fun today, dude. It's good, dude, to switch things up, change the vibes. I had been working all of these days on the town, right? And we already have like the layout of the town and shit. So I thought that I wanted to make something different today. Polim says, not quite technology, but remind me of the narrative about 2D and 3D. Saying 2D is dead and not worth and blah, blah, blah in any media. Yeah. Genki says, make the eye a slit at the end. What is a slit, dude? Genki says, or video killed radio? Yeah, no, video didn't kill radio, dude. And 2D is not better than 3D, or 3D isn't better than 2D. Yeah. Yeah, it's just humans, dude. Humans being crazy and shit. Dude, Genki, what is a slit, dude? Could you, like, give me the definition of that word, dude? Because I'm a bit lost. A line, nerdy. A slit is a line. Okay, so when it closes the eye, you're saying that it should be a line? Yeah. Problem says a cut, I think. Just a small line, like the last frame. That's what you're saying. This one should be a line. Yeah, I don't know what a slit is. Yeah, it'll look groovy. Okay, let's do the line on this frame instead of all of that. Yeah, let's try it then. Yeah. Dude, we could make it blink just one eye, just like bing, like cool and shit. Hitting up the girl robots, the Chinese girl robots. Yankee says, and you can then add a couple more frames of the line changing colors to the darker shades. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that one. I'm gonna extend this shit a lot, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna extend this shit a lot. I'm gonna have to do many more animations, many more frames. I'm just like trying to figure it out today. Yeah, I'm gonna add more expressions and shit, more things to the screen, hearts, smiles and shit. Yeah, let's do a smile. Let's do a smile. Yeah, dude. How would a smile look, dude? Let's make this motherfucker look kawaii. Okay. Genki says make the mouth a sound wave. Oh shit, dude. I could do that, but not today. Not today. Not fucking today, dude. For fucking sure. That sounds like a lot of fucking work, dude. It is doable. It is doable here in Aseprite. But definitely not today. Soundwaves for the mouth. Animation course at university taught you a lot, Genki. Yeah. Now I know, dude. I also studied a bit of animation, but dude, scope. You can go very crazy trying to do crazy animations. Richard says like it's gonna be a 2.5D with 3D assets. Yes, my friend. Yeah, it's what we would call HT2D, but I cannot call it HT2D because it has a trademark, Richard 77. But yeah, for example, like the enemies, NPCs, like the living entities are gonna be 2D sprites, the Spaceman, and other things are 3D meshes with pixel art textures. So the buildings, all of that is meshes, but pixel art. Yeah, that's how the game is gonna work. Yeah, thank you for asking, dude. Or do you have any other question about that comment? Okay, let's make this motherfucker like blink and then show like a fucking heart with the fucking smile. I'm just gonna try animations today because I just have like half an hour more and I want to take advantage of it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's paint this one like that. So it's pixel perfect shit. Yeah. Okay, let's make this one motherfucker smile. The smile is gonna be flat right now. Joey Toro, where the fuck were you, Joey Toro, in the house? How are you, dude? How are you, Joey? I'm making a robot today, dude. How about you? What were you working on today, Joey? Thank you for coming, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, I copied the wrong fucking pixels. Ah, yeah. This one doesn't go there. What's up, Joey? Thank you for coming in, dude. Were you streaming today? So Joey says, hi, stream later today than usual. Laugh out loud, made some foliage. Oh shit, dude. How did the foliage turn out to look, dude? Did you post it on your Discord, Joey? If you posted it on your Discord, dude, I may go and check it out if you want me to check it out, dude. Yeah, let me know, dude. Let me know. Oh yeah, this is the mouth that I was looking for. Joey sending love to Joey. Polyphone says, love your Blender theme. Old school, right, dude? Old school shit from Joey. Yeah, Joey. A lot of people have seem to be liking your Blender theme, dude. Yeah. Okay, this is just gonna be a flat smile right now. She's just gonna be blinking with a smile. Joey says to Polyphone, it's eye bleeding blue. Yeah, Joey says foliage was scratched. I'm redoing it right now. Okay, man, dude, don't worry about it. No pressure. Thank you for coming, Joey. So I was working on a town yesterday, Joey. Remember this town? I finished up the forest behind the shrine and shit. So today I just wanted to switch things up. So I'm working on a robot companion for the Spaceman, dude. Check the motherfucker out. He's already blinking, dude. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Polyphone says, bomb run of in-screen avatars redeemed by so slow. Okay, dude, let's do the bomb run. Let's do the bomb run. Where are the bombs? So bomb run of in-screen avatars. Thank you so slow for using the points, my friend. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Let's have fun. Let's have fun with the bomb run and shit. Okay, bomb run. Thank you, dude. Thank you for using the points. Means a lot. Means you're watching. Okay, so Flo says bombs away. Indeed. Bombs away indeed. Thank you, dude. That was fun. That was fun to chill, right, and shit. Okay. This is the new version with just like the line, like Genki said. I'm gonna extend these animations, people. I'm gonna extend these animations. Let's add. I'm gonna add a couple frames here. You'll see what I'm gonna do. So 8. There is a way to name the fucking groups of frames here in new tag. This is blinking. Yeah, that one's gonna be blinking, and this one's gonna be love. New tag, this one's gonna be love. You'll see why this one's gonna be love. Let's paint all of this in, yeah. Yo people, if you want to show anything on the Discord, remember, let me know. I am not checking out the Discord on the other monitor. You gotta let me know if you have anything new to share today. Oh, let me show up some of the stuff that people posted. Genki posted some something about the prototype today of the game. Game Guardian posted a bit of Unreal Engine stuff, so we're gonna check it out. This is Genki's prototype. Good stuff, Genki. Thank you for sharing on the Discord, dude. Check out the dialogues. Really cool. Really cool dialogues, dude. Polyf says, just learn the bad way. You need to have imported PNG images on the same blend file. I deleted them thinking they were inside the prior. Guess not. I am sorry, dude. This shit happens. Shit, I'm sorry that I'm laughing, Polyphim. But that sounds like some shit that I would also do. Sorry, dude. Check out the attacks on Genki's prototype. Thank you, dude, for sharing. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's check out what Game Guardian posted on the Discord. This is gonna be a horror game. Check out the cloth animation. Already looking spooky, dude. Game Guardian. What else did people posted? Genki touched up the animation from yesterday. Good stuff, dude. Thank you for sharing. Check it out, people. Check it out. The animation from Genki's. And also Ocarina of Time posted some Blender sculpting shit. This is very unexpected because Ocarina of Time is an expert with BlockBench and Minecraft, so this is really cool seeing that they can also do other kind of styles. This is Polyphim doing some other Blender shit. Good stuff, dude. I like the filtering that makes it look old school. Polyphim, appreciate it. So yeah, people posted some resources. This is also Game Guardian, a menu, main menu. Check it out, people. Check it out on Unreal Engine also. I like the cloth animation there, dude. Thank you for sharing. So people, if you have anything else to show, let me know and I'll come back to the Discord. If you want to join, it's free to join, and it's a community full of fucking good people. There it is in the chat, the link. So Polyphim, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but that's how it is with this software, dude. That's how it is. Yeah. Okay, let's do the love thing for this. So let's find the red. Yeah, let's do the red. So we're gonna do a heart here. We're gonna do a heart. Yeah. I don't know how to make a fucking pixel art heart. Yeah. I want to make like the fucking love expression. Okay, let's see some references for a fucking pixel art heart. Because I fucking suck, people. I'm very sorry, but I suck. I gotta see references. Let's see which one could work here. Or I could go the lazy fucking way, be an asshole, and copy one of these. Polyphim says, I'm looking on Open Game Art to see if I can find the file. Oh shit, Genki says, LOZ link to the past. Hearts. Should I look for the hearts in Link to the Past, dude? Oh, check out this one. I like this one. Let's see. Let's see if it fucking works like what I'm thinking. This is some lazy shit, people. Yeah, this is some lazy shit by me. But these are cool looking hearts. Yeah, I just want to like do it very quickly. Let's see if the scaling doesn't break it, dude. Yeah. Grimson says, Polyfilm, the reason that is so that you can go back and edit just the texture and resave the PNG without having to open up the modeling software. So Polyfilm, gotta keep learning the ropes, dude, of the Blender shit, because it seems like this is how it should work. Yeah. Polyfilm says, of course, it makes total sense. Yes, dude. So I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that I laughed at you, but it really seems like some stupid shit that I would also do, dude. Okay, will this heart keep the pixels? It did keep the pixels. I am not that fucking stupid. I think we're just gonna leave the heart without the smile and shit. Okay, let's paint all of this here. Okay. Genki says, why not make hard eyes? Nah, I don't think the expression could work for everything. I could make hard eyes for just the love expression. Yeah, I could try that, dude. Let me try this one right now, just very simple, dude. And yeah, then I could try the hard eyes. Yeah, that is a good idea. Okay, let's copy this one to this place. Let's scale this out. Okay. Okay, let's see that. Like if it's a beating hard and shit. Grimson says his face could be even like flash and arrow as a hint or something. Yeah. Yes, dude. I am gonna use the robot in places like the dungeons, in places like the puzzles, because it seems like people need a bit of help to get the hang of the puzzles at the start. So yes, I thought, yeah, this motherfucker needs a companion. That's why I decided to do it. So that is a good idea. Arrows, Rhyme Chain. Fuck yeah, dude, this has so much potential. Having a fucking robot thing next to the fucking character has so much potential and ideas. Genki says you could make the heartbeat for the animation. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Genki says, and change the smile to match the heart color. Yeah, Genki says, make one of the sprites possess the robot. Which of the sprites? Grimson says, love it, I'm off to bed, dude. Great stream. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a good night, dude, and keep working on your game. So Slow says, do you have a job rather than game dev? Dude, this is not the first time that I get this question, and it's a funny one. So Slow, I am a freelancer, dude. My main line of work is I'm a graphic designer, freelancer. I work in marketing, websites. I do websites sometimes. I do graphic design. I do not like it anymore, but you gotta do it, right, for the money and shit. I do that from time to time to get by, but most of the time I work on the game, dude. Yeah, so I would say my main job is doing this game. Genki says spirits, yeah, they could hack the robot so it could turn on you, right? Genki, yeah, that is a good idea, dude. Yeah, the robot could get hacked by one of the spirits, so it turns on you, becomes an evil robot and shit. So Slow says, oh, okay, thank you, dude. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's a funny question, dude. It's a funny question, but yeah, don't worry, dude. Don't worry. Oh shit, it's beating very quickly. Okay, let's stop this one. Okay, let's paint these frames here. Polymer says the ghost in the shell of the robot. Indeed, dude. Oh, fuck. Is this like the real soundtrack from Zelda? Am I gonna get this? No, it's like a remix, right? Yeah, it's like a remix. Let's hope that this doesn't get muted. I'm always like aware of the playlists that are coming on YouTube, so it's not like the original versions of anything that I'm hearing, so the fucking stream doesn't get muted or I get a copyright strike. Yeah, okay, there it is. Let's export this shit again. Export sprite sheet. There it is. Let's go back into Unreal. Let's see the robot blinking. Import with new file. So it's gonna blink and show a couple hearts. Oh, what? Ah, yeah, the material. So how many do we have now? We've had 1, 2, 3, 12 frames. Let's go into the material. The material animation. So this one, it's gonna be 12 frames on this one. Genki says the spirits are hacking the space, but they are, dude. Check it out. Check it out. The motherfucker giving love. Dude, this motherfucker is looking cute. Cute motherfucker robot. Dude, this is fun. This was good. Deciding on doing a robot today was a fun idea. Check it out. Next to the spaceman, sending the love to the spaceman. Yeah, we could have like the Niagara system, sending loves, sending hearts when he gets loving. Pauline says, yeah, looks awesome. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. It looks cute. It looks kawaii, which is the most important thing. If things look kawaii on my game, that shit is enough for me. It makes me happy. So tomorrow we could work on animations. Yeah, let's try to add some other frames, some other ideas and shit, and tomorrow I can work on the animation of the guy. Genki says, now add a nav mesh and an AI to move the player location. I want to see him move. Dude, chill the fuck down. Chill the fuck down with the with the nav mesh and AI to move to a player location and shit. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that right now. I'm gonna go back into Aseprite and not think about any of those things that you said, because they give me a bit of stress. Pauline says Google glitch screen could work for when the bot breaks down. Okay, let's do the glitch screen. Let's see a glitch screen. Yeah, that is a good idea, Pauline. Let's go into Google glitch screen. Robot. Okay, glitch screen. Yeah, interesting. Yankee says you should add a spacebar screen. That's the color test screen. Yeah, this is the color test screen. What is the a spacebar screen? Yeah, what is that, dude? What are you talking about? Yeah, just a couple of crazy. Dude, I'm just gonna add this shit just for the sake of adding it on one of the frames. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, this has a lot of ideas, people. I'm not gonna try all of them today. Let's just try to do something. Yeah, let's try to add a glitch now. Okay, new frame. Okay, there it is. I think this one should be 4 frames, and this one, and this one. We're gonna change the tag. This one's gonna be glitch. Oh fuck, love. From 9 to 12. Okay, awesome. There it is. What is a spacebot screen, dude? What is a spacebot screen? What is that one you were referring about? Okay, 13. On frame 13. How big is this shit? Yeah, let me just create one. This one is 42 by 32. Okay, 42 by 32. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be like the start of our glitch screen. Yeah, let's go back. Let me find another one. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix it with a couple glitches. Let's try this one. Yeah, so it looks crazy. It looks like a virus and shit. Yeah, so let me copy this one to here. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Okay, this would be the start of the glitch screen. That is the first frame. Let's do the... Yeah, let's do the other one. Let's go back here. Let me copy that one. To here. Ah, yeah. Check it out, the glitches. Fuck yeah. Okay. Next one. Okay. Is that the right fucking size? It is. It is the right fucking size. Yeah. Okay, what time is it? Okay, so just a couple minutes, people. Do not leave on Twitch. Let's do a raid at the 3-hour mark. I'm already at 2 hours and 43 minutes, so I'm not leaving yet, people. Let's do some other animations here. Let's have fun. Let's end the stream on a high note and shit. Okay. Let's bring all of that one. Yeah, to the other frame. So here and this one, same shit. Let's bring it here. So it's gonna glitch after giving out the love, and then it's gonna start blinking again. Okay, let's export this shit again. We've got 16 frames now. Export sprite. Yeah, there it is. Let's go back to Unreal. Let's import this one. And let's go into the material. It's glitching right now. Check it out. It's like has like a virus and shit. Okay, 16 frames here. Let's apply this one. Let's see it. Check it out. It's glitching, the motherfucker. Dude, this motherfucker looks kawaii. It's funny, dude. It's funny. I'm happy. I'm happy about the robot. Olive says, I think it looks great. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. I am having a lot of fun, dude. This is the motherfucking dream, dude. Making games, dude. Hanging out with nerds on the internet. Talking shit. This is the dream, dude. Yeah, I try to remind myself every day, dude, that this is a dream. HOM says it looks good. Nice. It's look good, bro. Nice job. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, HOM. How are you, dude? What are you doing, HOM? Are you watching a movie, eating popcorn and shit? Because you're taking this week off, right, and shit. Yeah, what are you doing, dude? Yeah. Dude, I didn't thought I was gonna have the robot today. Already looking like a robot. HM says, I am watching Toots. You should switch that Toots, that word, the U for an I. And you should go watch that on the internet. Instead of the U, put the I on that word and go watch that, dude, so you can like chill. Did you get it, HOM? HOM is like, you mean tits? I don't know, dude. I don't know. You said it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It was you, dude. It was you. Okay, let's try other animations. Yeah, like which other expression? Let's make him sad. Let's make him sad. After the glitch, we could make him sad and have the red eyes, angry motherfucker. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's go into here. So HOM, yeah, dude. Yeah, you could go, instead of watching Toots, you could watch the other one, the one with the eye. Keki says, oh, that looks awesome. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna do after the glitch, I'm gonna make him angry. So we're gonna do several expressions today for the motherfucker kawaii cute robot. Okay. What else? Let's create a new tag here. Okay, glitch is gonna go from 6 to 16. Yeah. And let me copy this ones. Yeah. Okay, Genki says, do a call for when Spaceman is low on HP. Oh, fuck, dude. I have to take fucking notes of all of these fucking cool ideas. Shit. Oh, fuck, dude. I had to take fucking notes of all of the shit that you have people said today on this stream. This is a fucking epic stream, dude. Fuck, yeah. Fuck, yeah, dude. Okay, let me paste this. Pauline says, nice. Yeah, that is a nice idea, dude. Indeed. Indeed, fucking nice idea. Okay, so how would I paste all of these cells that at the end? I want to paste all of them at the end. Ah, there they are. Yeah. Yeah. Glitches. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 16 should be the other glitch. Yeah. This one should be the other glitch. So 16, let's play. No. Give me a sec here. Give me a sec. Let me create a new cell. That one. Let's select everything. HM says, I'm watching game analytic bits. They all suck so far. Oh, really, dude? What the fuck do the game analytics games suck so far? Which kind of game analytics things are you watching, HOM? Yeah. Can you put the Spaceman head on the screen like the robot is trying to remind Spaceman of his memory of himself? I could put the robot, the Spaceman on the... I could put whatever the fuck I want on the screen, dude. I think I can do whatever I want on the screen. I have enough resolution to place many things on the screen. Yeah. Yes. No, this robot is gonna change the vibe of this fucking game, dude. I had procrastinated it for a long fucking time. I had it on the back of my mind, the idea and shit. But it's gonna be really, really helpful for many, many things. Colin says, put that. My stupid ass face. We could do it, dude. We could do it. How the fuck does that image look? Let me see. Where the fuck is that image, dude? Which... stickers. Okay. Where's the original of that one, dude? Okay, let me grab just the fucking face, dude. Let's see how it looks if the resolution gets lost on the screen. HM says virality and gameplay addictive loops. That's what you're watching? Oh shit, dude. That sounds overwhelming. Why are you watching that? Genki says, is the robot a new friend? Or did Robot know Spaceman before he knocked his head and lost his memories? Robot is gonna be the first entity you're gonna encounter. He's coming with you on the spaceship when you land back on Earth. Genki says it could lead to some funny interactions that the robot is trying to tell Spaceman about his past events, but can only do it through images in the screen. Yes, dude. That's what I was thinking about using the robot for this kind of references. Yeah, for sure. And he's gonna be the first entity that you meet on the game. He's gonna be coming with you on the spaceship. He's gonna be landing. He's an AI companion from a space mission, dude. So yeah, that's what the robot is gonna be, dude. Exactly. You got it. You got it. Okay. What was I gonna do? Yeah, okay, this one. How much of that detail? Oh yeah, check it out. We can put my face on the screen, motherfuckers. Yeah. Yankee says robot lost his hard drive, Spacebot hard drives. Like the DLC, right? Yeah, HM says, well, because I like none of the games nowadays, like none, so I wanted to know what's really wrong with them. None of the games? You don't like any of the games, dude? That is a crazy thing to say, dude. Like none of the games, dude? Dude, there are good games in these times. I wouldn't say none of the games, dude. Let me place my stupid face on the robot screen just to have fun, people. None, zero. Dude, that is a crazy hot take, dude. That is a crazy hot take. I think there are good games in these times, and they are using the same type of loops that they have been using, the games have been using from like the 80s and 90s, dude. They just have different graphics and bigger worlds and shit, but the gameplay loops are the same ones, dude. Yankee says, I find myself playing older games versus new ones. Dude, yes, but there are also good games, indie games, that have the same mechanics and things like the older games. We may talk about AAA games that don't look like what we want, right? Like what we are looking for and shit. But there are games that just play like the older ones. HM says, I didn't say they were bad, just you don't like them. Okay, let's do this glitch. My face would be like a virus. It would be like a virus for the poor spaceman, for the poor robot, dude. Yeah, this is definitely a virus. Horrible fucking face to have on the screen of the robot, dude. Okay, that one there. Genki says, been playing Metroid Dread again and it's great. Oh shit, dude. Nah, dude, but the elements of things like Metroid Dread are really cool, and other games have those elements also. Yeah, we could like go into a very deep rabbit hole, right, about talking about AAA games and shit, and people not finding them fun. But you can find many indie games that play just like the old games. Polyphone says to Genki, that ain't an old game. Thought you mean like 30-year-old games. Genki says, no, I know. I was just saying I have been. Okay. You're gonna get cancelled by Polyphone, dude. You're gonna get cancelled by Polyphone. Okay, let's do the sad, like the angry one. So he gets the virus, the glitched virus, and then he gets angry. The robot. Let me just copy all of these cells to this part here. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay, awesome. And let's delete this one. And this one is 13 to 16. And this other one is gonna be... Getting back to chat in a bit, people. Give me a sec. The tag, this one's gonna be... angry. Yeah, let's make the robot angry here. So... how does it look with red eyes? Okay, let me know in the comments. HM says, it came down to this now, that if I take all the art from the games I know and keep them just boxes, like how we start making a game, I see it as really bad gameplay, unlike RE1 on PS1, for example. It may be, dude. If you like those type of games, it may be. I don't think the newer games are more boring or slower, or the gameplay loop is different. I just think it's a different era, dude. It's like music. The music of the 70s sounds very different from the one of the 80s, and the one from the 90s, and the ones from right now. Games are like music, dude, and they adapt, and the vibe of that they have is just different. Yeah, I wouldn't say something is better than the other thing. So Slow says, I have been struggling with state machines so bad. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, those things can be a headache. Polyphone says, I play old and new, though I mostly nowadays play indies. Yeah, me too, dude. HM's like, Lord of the Rings, take the art of. What do you have? Just bosses? HM says, sorry, about what, dude? About what? Elden Ring. Like Elden Ring, take the art of. What do you have? Just bosses? Dude, I could say the same shit about Super Mario Bros, dude. If I take the art, what do I have? A bunch of a cube jumping on top of other cubes and getting to the end of the screen on the right. If we try to oversimplify things, we can get into a very oversimplification crazy shit, dude. Nicky says that's what a Souls-like is, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. If we take away the sprites from Super Mario Bros, what do we have? A box jumping on top of other boxes trying to get to the other side. That's all that we have. Polyphon says, fix my Blender file, by the way. Had to go to the yesterday stream to find the link you shared with the plant assets. It's all good now. Fuck yeah, dude. It's really good you had the access to the past stream, dude. I'm happy that helped you. HM says to Genki, that's still bad. That's still bad though to me. Dude, but that is an opinion, right? It doesn't mean that game is bad. HM says Mario's just a jumping game, dude. Yes, dude, exactly. We could oversimplify any game. Piopol says hello. What's up, Piopol? Thank you for coming back, my friend. How are you? What are you working on today? We're just talking here, dude. I'm making a robot. Piopol says, what are you talking about? We're talking about... HOM says that game mechanics have become less good throughout the years. He feels like things were better before, like the gameplay loops were better before. And yeah, we're talking about that. Genki says, sounds like someone needs to what? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? In which way would you have to get good about having an opinion about a game? So you're really good at the game. That's the problem. Yankee says I suck at Souls-like game. Me too, dude, but I have fun. I have been having fun with Elden Ring, even if I suck. So yeah, people, we were talking about gameplay, dude. I am making a robot here. I am gonna add some other animations to the guy. Okay, let's change the hue. Let's turn all of this red. Oh, evil motherfucker. Yeah. Okay, let's do this vertically. Yeah. Okay, Polyphone says, depends on what side of the industry. Indies keep evolving and pushing the media. Yeah. Yeah. So Slow says, no, I call cap. On what? On what? On what do you call cap? HM says, if I take the art of every Battleground game, they are really trash nerdy. Dude, we could have this conversation about any game. If I take the art of Zelda, dude, Breath of the Wild, it's just a guy running around hitting other people. Right? I could oversimplify anything, dude. Yeah. At the end of the day, I think it's other elements that make each game. And if a lot of people enjoy a game, dude, would we say it's bad or not, dude? I wouldn't, dude. I wouldn't. HM says, or at least they're the same. Genki says, bro, a good example of new games that suck. Pokemon, corporate bullshit, Call of Duty. Dude, but... Who fucking knows the answer to this question, dude? I haven't played new Pokemon games because I don't have a Switch, dude. But a lot of people keep buying that things, dude. It may be because they are Nintendo fanboys, or it may be because people like that same big gameplay loop again and again and again. Yeah. So Slow says I called cap on HOM. Oh shit, HOM says that's why I'm watching the vids, bro. To find other gameplay loops, dude. Genki says there are a lot of new games that suck and write off old reuse mechanics and nostalgia. Dude, I am literally making a game that is gonna ride on old reuse mechanics and nostalgia. That doesn't mean something is bad, dude. Dude, creativity has many forms. And you're gonna find people that like that mechanic even if it's the same fucking mechanic, dude. Turn-based mechanics, those are very simple, dude. Jumping mechanics on a platformer, those are very simple. And people keep buying them. People enjoy them, dude. You can try to do something crazy, right? Like something that no one has done, like the witnessing shit. Something like that. Something totally innovative. But I wouldn't discard simple reuse mechanics. People still like many of those, dude. Okay, people says punish HOM. Did you redeem the punish, dude? You gotta redeem it. You gotta redeem it. Gang says new Pokemon sucks. So Slow, don't be a glazer. Dude, no personal word in there. So Slow says Pokemon is goated franchise. The Switch ones at least. The franchise is good. The Switch Pokemon games suck. Says Genki. HM says the games are empty without the art. That's just a fact. Any game would be empty without the art, dude. I would say that any game would be empty without the art. It could be Elden Ring and it could be Super Mario Bros, dude. Any of them could be empty. Okay, let me do the comments so I do not get lost. Genki says, I love Pokemon. The franchise is good. Yeah, I read that one. Ichom says, it's all the same trash. Dude. If thinking that way would be like taking all of the games that exist in the same fucking, putting them in the same bag, dude. Dude, reusing mechanics is not a bad thing, dude. You're not gonna invent anything new. Nobody's gonna invent anything new, dude. Everything is gonna be a remix. Everything has already been almost invented, dude. If you end up inventing something that is really, really new with no fucking influence from a previous game or movie and shit, dude, that would be really fucking crazy. But the industry, dude, it's gonna be, dude, I could tell you the same thing about movies. I could tell you movies are the same shit. They have a hero and the hero has a problem and then he wins. And you can use a lot of stories with that same formula, dude. Yeah, if we oversimplify things, we could see everything like shit. Polyphone says, I also see it as nerdy. It's a whole array of systems, mediums, professions that makes it. It's not just mechanics. Genki says, nerdy, no, but you aren't a greedy corporation that lacks creativity. You are right there. Yeah, I'm gonna give you, yeah, you are right. Yeah, Game Freak should make more effort on their games. You are right. They have the money to make better games. Yeah, I am going simple because I'm a solo dev. I have to have scope. I know my knowledge, my capacity and shit. But yeah, bigger corporations should try to push the envelope more. You are right. Yeah. So Slow says, Pokemon has tons of strategy in its combat. Genki says, don't take it personally. The state of Game Freak is a cash grab. Reuse animations and model from 3DS Pokemon games. I think that too, dude. I think Game Freak is a cash grab. Yeah. And I am, dude, my game is like full of Pokemon references. Houses, grass, everything. I'm a Pokemon fan. But yes, corporately, talking in a corporate way, yeah, many of these companies have gotten way too fucking comfortable. Yeah. HOM says, that's why I'm saying, bro. Elden Ring is just art, not a good gameplay. The same reason why Cyberpunk failed, and same reason SH now is hype, bro. Schedule 1 now is hype. Dude, a lot of people are enjoying those games. That would be a very, very contrarian thing to say. HM says, I understand that we are all running around the same ideas. I do agree with that one, Scarlet and Violet, but not much else. Genki says, Cyberpunk failed because it was buggy and unoptimized. It made a comeback and was a fantastic game. Yes, made a comeback. It's a fantastic game. Polyum says, like Spaniard says, para gustos los colores, which in English means, yeah, you've got colors for every taste. Yeah, let me see like which is the last message so I do not get lost. I'm almost there. Genki says, so Slow, Sword and Shield was worse than Scarlet Violet, but they both suck. Legend Arceus was a refreshing change. Yeah, about Pokemon. Ichom says, Genki, everybody wanted the art style, not how and what to play, bro. I don't know, dude. I do think many of these companies are a cash grab, are doing cash grabs, and they are taking advantage of the fans. Polyum says, even though it was a disaster, Genki, the game at the launch didn't actually fail. People says, yes, and the graphics in Pokemon aren't even getting better. I mean, just look at the trailer. In the background, there is a ball flying. That should be a Pokemon. Yes, dude, I think Game Freak is doing cash grabs. These last few years, they are doing cash grabs, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love Pokemon, dude. I fucking love Pokemon. But they could do a bit of more effort, dude. For fucking sure. They have the money to push the envelope and be more innovative, push the graphics and shit. It's fucking stupid that some fanboy on YouTube goes and makes an Unreal Engine a Pokemon fan game that looks better than what they're doing. That is fucking stupid, dude. And don't come to me with the bullshit that, oh, it's the mechanics in the story, it's not the graphics. Dude, you're a big fucking corporation. You can do a bit of better graphics. You don't necessarily have to make them like cyberpunk, like realistic, but put a bit of effort, dude. You got the money to do it. So Flo says to Genki, yeah, I think it will get better with the new Legends game. Let's hope so, dude. Let's hope so. Yeah, let's hope so. Genki says, and the gameplay loop of AZ looks shallow as fuck. It's one open city. So Flo says, the annoying thing I think is that Game Freak is only 1/3 of the company, but it's just way too greedy. They are greedy, dude. HM says, man, don't solve the issue in my head still. I look at every game. If I take the art off, the only game yet is Resident Evil on PS1. Dude, that is a very, very personal opinion. Yeah, many people are enjoying these same mechanics. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to invent something like completely new. Genki says, yeah, legend Gamma Emerald remake in Unreal Engine looks better than Game Freak Pokemon from the last decade. Yes, dude, they are lazy. HM says that has a really good gameplay. Yes, dude. Yeah, it's a deep topic, dude. You got on a good one, HOM. Yeah, you got on a good topic, dude. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I wouldn't go to the extremes of saying that things yeah, things aren't as good or as bad as before and shit. HOM says jumping in CS is better than shooting in CSGO. Bunny jumping, dude, this is like music. You could tell me, oh, Phil Collins was better than fucking The Weeknd and shit. Maybe yes, maybe not, dude. He could be better than Bruno Mars. Maybe yes, maybe not, dude. It is a matter of tastes. Yeah, and times change. I think times change, dude. And it's a matter of taste. Some people will like more the PS1 games, the Nintendo Entertainment System games. Some people will like more Fortnite. Some people will like more Minecraft. It's a thing about taste, I think. Genki says, yo, Red Robot face just looks sad. Make the top of the eye cut off across. I'm gonna make him look a bit sad right now. I'm just gonna end the stream with the sad animation, dude. I'm just gonna make him look sad right now, and then we're gonna try tomorrow the other animations. Pauline says it's just opinions, very subjective. Yeah, it's subjective. HM says no, it's not like music. Music has notes no one can break. No, dude, no, it's just like music. It's a matter of taste. It's a matter of taste. Joe Torres says Counter-Strike mentioned. Let's fucking go. You just came to mention Counter-Strike, dude. New Joker says taste, you say? Yeah, taste. So slow. Says, yeah, true to Polyphim. HM says you're wrong, but sure. Dude, that... you're thinking that all of the industry, Hideo Kojima, Shigeru Miyamoto, the people that made Cyberpunk, the Miyazaki from Elden Ring are wrong? You're saying that all of those people are wrong, dude? That would be a very, very contrarian thing to say, I think, dude. Yaki says, I think at the end of the day, it's the consumer's fault for accepting whatever slop these corporations gives us. People allow it to buying the product, so why wouldn't they keep releasing slop? Yes. Volume says they keep being broken all the time. HM says notes can never be broken, bro. 4 is 4. Dude. You're saying that anything that uses the musical notes is good? Just because it uses the rules of the music theory, it can be good? I wouldn't say so, dude. Genki says, yes, nerdy HOM, watch one gameplay loop video. Dude, chill. We're just talking, dude. We're just talking. We can have different opinions. we can have different opinions. Yeah, but I would go on the other side of the topic, dude. I would go on the other side of the topic, H1. I just think times change, dude. I just think every era has its own thing. Yeah, and some people may just like other eras, dude. You may like those other eras. Yeah, I am not the type of person to say that modern games would be boring or that they are repetitive and shit, because it's very, very hard to invent totally new mechanics, dude. That is like crazy fucking hard. Polyphim punishing HOM and sending the love. Okay, let's chill. Let's start punishing people. Let's chill. No, that was a good conversation, dude. That was a good conversation. We ended up in different sides of the equation, right? Of the two sides of the coin and shit. HOM, this was Polyphim, dude. It wasn't me. He punished you, dude. He punished you. Genki says, your opinion is valid. Elden Ring is another open world game that has the same gameplay loop as almost every other open world game. Like, there is so many times you can play these big open world games. Yes, dude, and I think the art is part of the magic. Yeah, you could take the art and you are taking part of the magic also. We could have the same mechanics as Elden Ring and shit in another world, and it wouldn't feel as real as a gamer, dude. HM says, all I'm saying is I can make Elden Ring without the art. So if you think you can do it, dude, I would just try and do it, dude. Yeah, if you believe in yourself in that way, you think you can push the envelope in a new way and shit, dude, I would go for it, HO, man. I'm not joking, dude. I'm not saying this in a charts way and shit. I'm saying this in a very sincere way, dude. If you want to push the envelope, you think that you can try something crazy and different, I would go for it, dude. Genki says, like Assassin's Creed, Witcher, Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, huge open world games, but they're all exhausting now. Dude, people still enjoy them. I enjoy all of those games. I wouldn't mind. Pauline says to HOM, you can make Elden Ring with what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Yeah, it's what the hell, no, not with. Joey Toro says, Elden Ring was literally just open world DS3, and that's exactly why I bought it. Yeah, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring. Yeah, yes, dude. Yeah, if we try to oversimplify everything and anything, yeah, it could go, yeah, we could oversimplify anything. People says, play Minecraft, dude. There you have an open world sandbox game without the same game loop, and if you want graphics, use shaders, mods, and texture packs. Yeah, Minecraft can be whatever the fuck you want it to be, for sure. HM says to Polyphim, as a core gameplay, I can. So I would go and try to do it, dude. So why are you like watching the videos then? So let me ask you the question. Why are you watching the videos? You want to like replicate one of these gameplay loops because you feel that you can make it, or you want to like do something that is totally different and out of these gameplay loops? So Slow says, I love Minecraft. In fact, I will play it right now. I also love Minecraft, dude. I'm not gonna go and play it right now, but I also fucking love Minecraft. HM says to Genki, no, you cannot. You're not worthy of what? Genki says, can we see HM's portfolio? I want to see Elden Ring without art level work. Dude, Genki, dude, we're just like talking, dude. Never get personal in these kind of conversations. We can have different opinions. We don't have to get into the point of, oh, have you done a better game than Zelda, dude? Dude, I can have an opinion. I can say a game is shit, even if I didn't make the game. Yeah, even if I didn't make the game, dude. Yeah, opinions are like that, dude. That's what art is for and creations are for. Humans can have opinions even if they are not able to make those things, or they haven't made those things. Sesham says, I want to know what makes a gameplay addictive. That's why you were watching the videos, dude. So I would say It may not be addictive to you, but these same gameplay loops are addictive to many people. So I would just copy one of the addictive mechanics that already exist. If you are trying to find the answer to the question, I would say that, dude. The mechanics that are addictive already exist, and it's very easy to replicate them. Genki says, I'm teasing nerdy, but let's chill, dude, because the other day you were teasing and it got personal, so we gotta chill, dude. We gotta chill. It got personal with Trico the other day, so yeah, we gotta keep things in checks. Gotta stay on topic. Gotta stay on topic. Polyman says, yeah, no one is calling anybody an AI. Yeah, that was crazy. HM says, nerdy, you worry too much. No, dude, it's cool. It's cool to have these conversations. Genki says, yeah, nerdy takes his comments too seriously. We're all adults here. Dude, no. Twitch doesn't work like that. When people start telling to other people, oh, where the fuck is your portfolio? Things can get very personal very quickly, dude. No, don't come me with that don't come with that shit that nerdy takes his comment too seriously. I didn't take it seriously, dude, but I do not know if HOM or somebody else could take it seriously, dude. And I want to keep it on topic, not on the personal things about people. Twitch can get very crazy very quickly, dude. Yeah, we may say we are all adults here, but things can go to shit very quickly, dude, if we don't keep things on the topic and then we start talking against each other as person. HM says, I don't want to copy, bro. So you gotta think hard, dude. You gotta think hard. Yeah, I would say like an example would be The Witness, dude. Jonathan Blow with The Witness was like, I don't want to copy anyone. I'm gonna invent my own shit. And he went and did his own shit in a very crazy way, dude. Yeah, so you just gotta sit down and figure it out. A new fucking idea, a new mechanic that nobody has done, and make it addictive. It's a hard thing to do. HM says, nah, bro, you take it too far. We good, dude. I have seen things getting personal on Twitch chats, on YouTube chats, so I just prefer that it doesn't. We don't go there. Polyman says, at the end of the day, we don't have control over what people like or don't, regardless on our opinions of said things. Yes, dude. So if you want to try and make a new idea, a new mechanic that doesn't fucking exist, you could try and do that, dude. But it's very, very fucking difficult to invent something out of the blue, dude. Even Minecraft was based on other ideas, dude. And that is like one of the newest mechanics in games that we've had on this era. HM says, I don't want to do that though. So I don't know, dude. I don't know what the answer to that existential crisis is, but it's a hard one, dude. It's a hard one. I understand it. People says, guys, please chill. You're ruining the fun of the stream, please. Dude, I'm just ending the stream now. It's way past my bedtime. Gotta go and get some sleep, so I'm gonna do a raid on Twitch. No, dude, these are good conversations. If they do not get personal, I like these conversations. I don't give a fuck about talking about, yeah, spicy topics and shit. Yeah. Genki says, I generally support HOM making an Elden Ring-like game. HOM says, the bosses will be boxes, though. Okay, dude, so I would just say try it, dude. Try it. I don't think any mechanic as simple as it is easy to make, dude. But if you're thinking about doing your own thing, your own ideas, and not using any influences, it is possible, dude. But it's fucking hard. Okay, let me read the comments. Geki says, can we see what the game looks like with an orthographic camera? Dude, it would break everything. The worlds aren't made to be seen in an orthographic way. I could try it one of these days, but I am setting up things to look from the front, so a couple of places would look like shit. Polym says, robot needs a name. Looks great. Good stuff. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna find a name for the robot. Geki says, Elden Box. Yeah, the DLC from Elden Ring made with boxes. Genki says, I think the robot would look cool. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue working on the robot tomorrow. HM says, I'll see you tomorrow with hotter take, I promise. Hot takes are good, dude. These conversations are good. They don't matter to me, dude. I have fun and shit. If we do not get into like the personal stuff, right? Like the other day that it got way too crazy. People says, out of topic. Do you have a name now for the engine? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. Okay. Kek says, I just want to see what the robot looks like orthographic cam. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out. Genki says People Game Maker. That is a good name. So today we were talking about robots, right? I was making a robot. What about Roboto engine, dude? Yeah. Roboto engine. People says already there. People Game Maker. You think People Game Maker is a good one, dude? I don't know, dude. Dude, I was applying to I was like filling an application for a grant today, dude. I was very busy, so I didn't have time to sit down and think about ideas. I'm gonna sit down tomorrow, dude. But we're gonna figure out a name for your engine, People. I'm sorry, dude. I forgot about it. I was filling up that application and setting things ready. But tomorrow, let's keep talking about that. This was a good fucking stream, people. I really liked it. Hot takes are good. I have fun with them. Yeah. We do not get crazy, right? Like the other day, accusing other people that they are AIs and shit. And people start insulting each other. Polyphone says, call it free Bob. That's how I name my files. People says, okay, thanks to you for watching, dude. HM says, lose the D. Yankee says PP engine. C, because it's C++, it could be CPP engine. It's not about seeing a PP, it's the CPP, like the letters, people. These ones, the ones that I sent in chat. CPP, C++ engine. It's not about seeing PPs. People says, Freefo, how to pronounce it? Yeah, how the fuck do you pronounce that, Polyphim? Let's go into the Raid browser. Let's see who we're gonna support today. Don't leave, people. Let's go and support someone on Twitch. Okay, who's making games today in the middle of the night? Okay, let's find someone. I want to find someone new. If I don't find someone new making something cute or gaming shit, I go with a friend. That is the drill. You already know the drill, right? So Polyphone says plus engine. Oh, HM says CPP. Plus engine plus says HM. Yeah, you people are getting crazy now. You people are getting crazy. Okay, who's working on games on Twitch? Well, many of these people are working in web development. Let me find someone working on a game, someone that I haven't rated before. If not, I'm gonna go with someone that I already know. Okay, game dev, magical library sim. Okay, I do not know this person. Let's see what they're working on. Okay, this person's doing a cool looking game. Let's see what they're working on. So starting the raid. Have a good night, people. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Hope you come back tomorrow, people. Remember, same fucking time on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you, people. Have a good night or good morning wherever you are. Bye bye.